And we are here, baby, live in the flesh. One Piece, chapter 1140, live reaction, baby. Guys, I actually turned down the air horns. You hear this? Okay, it still sounds a little loud. Hold on. I wanted to tweak it because I know it's kind of like loud sometimes. It's kind of overbearing. Here, let me make it real quiet to see if it's actually updating. Guys, how are we doing? God bless you all for being here. And let me make it really quiet and then see. Okay, that's quieter. Let's try 15%. Is that good? Is that better, guys? When it's at like 15%? Is that better? How are we doing, Chad? How are we doing? How are we doing? We are here live in the flesh, chapter 1140. Excuse me, live reaction. I hope everyone here is having a great morning, day, or night wherever you guys are. God bless you. I hope you guys are ready to read this peak content. We got some Scopper Gabon action. Scopper fighting Luffy. Scopper's going to be using some named attacks. We have Zoro jumping in, and then Scopper doesn't want any smoke. We're going to see 2 new Holy Knights. I haven't seen any of the Raws, chat. I haven't seen any of the Raws. None of them. I don't know what St. Gillingham looks like. I don't know what St. Somers looks like. I'm excited because is it Somers? I think Somers is going to look like Jupiter, right? I'm excited, chat. I'm excited. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? How are we doing? We got Vizwa. Welcome back, brother. Elsa. Welcome back. We got Real Blackbeard Propagandist. Lucas. How are we doing, guys? We got L. We got Michelangelo. Azathoth. Joint Jutsu. Eric. Quez. JR Writer. How are we doing, guys? How are we doing? Make sure you guys like the stream. And of course, guys, donations, super chats, memberships, 110% optional. But if you feel really compelled to donate and have me react to your message and react to whatever you have to say on stream, use the Stream Elements link. It's at the top of the stream chat and it is pinned. It's pinned at the top of the stream chat and it's at the top of the stream description. If you guys use that instead of YouTube super chats and YouTube memberships, I get the full contribution. Whereas if you use super chats and memberships, YouTube takes a big chunk out of it. And they've been doing that literally for years. Every single super chat, every single membership, all of that. So if you guys really feel so compelled to donate, please use the Stream Elements. It's so much better. God bless you guys. Hope we're all doing good. Hope we're all doing good. I did do a few tweaks. Okay, I did a few tweaks with the sounds on stream. Of course, we have ! Discord for anyone that wants to join my server. We have exclamation mark inactive to explain to people where the videos are at. The Stream Elements, and then I cropped this a little bit better right here. Chat, we got an extra large shirt on right now, but I have this cropped so it's a lot cleaner. All right, it should be a lot cleaner. You know. We don't have that weird little border on the side. But how we doing, guys? How we doing? Blackbeard Propaganda said, Evil, did you ever watch a fan letter? Yeah, we did. We watched the fan letter on stream, actually. It was after a stream. It was maybe like a month ago. Somewhere around there. Dude, welcome back, man. Guranath, what's up, bro? Jupiter will look like an Alpha Sanji. I mean, minus the bangs, right? Minus the bangs. Oh, wait, you know, I have to actually hide the chat. Hold on, let me hide that. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there we go. There we go. How you doing? I missed the stream yesterday. Ah, man, you can't be missing the streams, bro. You got to make it to each and every one of these streams. We got okay. Welcome back, brother. I'm glad to see you. How you doing, man? How you doing, bro? We got 1140, man. 1140. I'm excited. And, you know, the cherry on top, guys, is no break next week. So what we really need to do when we get the short summary next week, the 1141 short summary, we need to cross our fingers and read at the bottom, no break next week. Let's get 3 chapters in a row, man. 3 chapters in a row. That would mean that Oda did 4, right? We just had 4 chapters, a 1-week break, and then turn around another 3 chapters. That would be fantastic. World Boss, welcome back, bro. You were on a plane. Yo, I'm glad you had a safe plane flight. A safe plane flight. I'm glad, because obviously it was safe, right? You're here. Soma, welcome back, brother. For fun, how you doing, man? How is everybody? To those of you, you guys already know what I'm about to ask. To those of you that are so impatient and you already read the chapter, what is the rating? Eric Hernandez, what's going on, brother? To those of you that have already read the chapter, what are we giving this chapter a 1 out of 10? Or what are we giving this chapter 1 to 10? Are we giving it an 8, a 9, a 9.5, a 10, an 11? What are we giving this? Because obviously we reacted to the short summary and long summary. That doesn't have every single detail compared to the chapter. Plus, we don't even see the panels, right? With the spoilers. Vis was a real one. He said he's reading with me. Let's go. To those of you that are reading with me, you're a legend. You are legends. Jotu's going in blind. Oh, so you haven't even seen the spoilers. Lucas said a weird phenomena with so many plane issues. I mean, yes, but no. Like, yes, but no. Because you got to think, like, there are thousands of plane flights on Earth every single day. Like, thousands of, like, go on Google and ask Google or ChatGPT, how many plane flights are there per day? Dude, isn't there like thousands of flights per day? So you would have to think like, okay, well, if one crashes, that's like 1 out of 1,000. That's a really low margin. Then you also have to think when a plane crashes, it's always going to be huge news. You're going to see it on CNN, Fox, Twitter. You're going to see that posted everywhere. So it's going to seem like it's prevalent. But in reality, like, it's not as common as people think it is. If you look up the plane flight crashes, like look up the rates, compare that to a car accident. It is night and day. Like if you're afraid of going on a plane, you should literally be 100 times scared, 100 times more scared to get in a car. Like, it's not even close. So, you know, that's my thoughts in it, right? There's thousands of plane flights a day. If one crashes, it's going to be everywhere. Everyone's going to be talking about it, right? And it's going to make it seem like it's a really big thing. And then anytime a plane crashes, they're going to post it everywhere on the news. And it's going to make you think that it's more common than it actually is. Does that make sense? Blackbeard Propaganda said, I got too drunk. LOL. I had to leave. I couldn't function. I went Blackbeard and almost killed 2 bottles. Yo, Blackbeard Propagandist, slow down. Slow down, bro. Slow down. You don't want to have a dependency. You don't want to black out or make really bad decisions. Yo, Blackbeard Propagandist, I'm just saying this because I care about you. Just slow down, bro. Take it easy. Be careful. All right. Wizdro, welcome back, brother. How you doing? Blackbeard Propaganda said, I listen along with everything. I still don't read along. I still have to open volume 53. Volume 53? Wasn't that literally like half the story ago? Wasn't that like a long time? Mike says, doesn't matter. We have about 7 crashes and Trump freezes hiring at FAA and ATC. Yeah, so 7 crashes out of what? Like 10,000 plane flights? Again, like the rate is so low. And anytime a plane flight crashes, it's going to be everywhere. They're going to spam it all over social media, spam it all over the news stations every single time one happens. So then it just makes you think like, oh, gee, plane flights are crashing so much. When in reality, the rates are so low. Like, again, if you're going to be this afraid to get onto a plane with all the crashes, you should be way more afraid to get into a car. Go look at the like death rate, crash rates with like automobiles. It's way higher, but you don't see like fear mongering with like cars. One Piece is not religious. Get out.
Oh my god, bro.
Get out. The door is that way. The door is that way, Al. Waiting for Blackbeard to meet Caribou. It will shake the One Piece world. I mean, maybe it already has off screen, and then Oda will like give us a flashback to it. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But chat, are you guys ready? Are we 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 ready? You guys ready to do our prayer? You guys ready to do our prayer? And then we'll hop into the chapter reaction 1140. Who is ready? Who's ready? 1140 Scabigaban. What were we calling him? Smokey Gabon. Yo, where's Smokey Gabon right now, man? Where's our boy Smokey Gabon? What are you going to do? Put in the oven today to cook, my boy. Yo, what? What are you going to put in the oven today? Yo, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? That is Smoky Gabong. Yo, you surpassed it. I thought Smoky Gabon was hilarious. This man said Smoky Gabong. That L, genius, genius. Yo, as soon as Smokey hops in chat, guys, everyone starts spamming Smoky Gabong, Smoky Gabong. We all gotta do it. We all gotta do it. Yeah, but planes should not be crashing into each other in the skies. I mean, that's just terrible, like, air control management, right? And flying. Like, don't they have, like, routes? They have, like, invisible roads in the sky, and they gotta coordinate to make sure they don't crash. I don't know. Again, the rates between plane crashes versus, like, a car accident, it's not even close. So, you know, it's like a similar situation, right? Because I was talking to my girl this morning, right? Because some people, they get really upset because I smoke nicotine vape, right? Whatever, so be it. If you don't like it, then whatever. I'm not gonna make you like it, right? But like, look at the pros and cons to nicotine, right? And then compare that to like an American's diet. Like, compare nicotine to like a fast food diet. It's not even close. Like, when you eat fast food, McDonald's, Burger King, and all of this like garbage, you have so much sugar, so much fat. Dude, it's horrible. And you know the number one killer in America is not nicotine. It's actually heart disease, right? Heart disease, which is predominantly from what? Obesity. So like the American diet, living off fast food and drive-throughs and DoorDash, like that is a million times worse than nicotine. And I'm not, by the way, guys, don't take this as me trying to promote nicotine. In no way, shape, or form am I promoting it, okay? I am not a doctor. I'm not a licensed professional, okay? I'm just stating my own average American opinion, okay? I'm not a doctor. I'm not influencing you to do anything. In my opinion, fast food is 1,000 times worse. And yeah, that's just how I see it. So if you were going to complain about vape, bro, you should be complaining about McDonald's. You should be complaining about Burger King. You should be complaining about Taco Bell and, you know, all that stuff. Ice cream, cake, Oreos. That's the real poison. But anyways, chat. Anyway. I was about 110 kgs being 5'10", and now I'm 72. Bro, I have no idea what kgs are, like kilograms or whatever. I have no clue what that is in pounds. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm like 155. Fast food's meant to kill us before we're 50, 40 or 50 because we'd be useless to the Gorsay. Yeah, I mean, exactly, right? It's exactly that. Fat, lazy, dumb, unmotivated, depressed soy, right? That's how you control the population. What do you use to trim your stash? You should be doing a shaving stream. What? Dude, what the hell is wrong with you guys, man? Shut up. I use an electrical razor. I used to use like a manual, like a manual one, but I don't really need to anymore. So whatever, dude. We will read this chapter and we will like it. Yo, who the hell is that? We will read this chapter and we will like it. That is an insane name. Dang, 242 pounds. Sheesh. But you dropped to 170. Hey, shout out to the boy Azatha. Hey, I'm proud of you, brother. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. What is that, a good like 72 pounds? Shout out to Azathoth. I'm proud of you, brother. Now keep it going, man. Think about your goals. Think about your dream body. Think about your future. Every time you have like hunger pangs, or you're thinking about like fast food or donuts or milkshakes, every time you get those urges, remind yourself, what matters more? Me living a long time, being happy, not depressed, looking good for the ladies, you know, and or pleasing myself with a meal, with a burger, with like, I don't know, a milkshake, and 10 minutes later it's just like I don't taste it anymore. The pleasure's gone. Evil is not smarter than a fifth grader. Bro, guys, give me a math question. I'll show you I'm smarter than a fifth grader. Artist from Austria. I'm not reading the rest of that. All right, guys, let's get into our prayer. Let's get into our prayer, chat. Let's get into our prayer, and then we will begin with the chapter reaction. All right, guys, you ready? 7 times 7, 49, right? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49. Woo! We got it. All right. Time for our prayer, guys. Time for our prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. My Lord and Savior, my refuge, my rock, my shield, my deliverer, Lord Jesus Christ, thank you for another day of life. Lord, thank you for giving me food today. Thank you for giving me water and shelter and entertainment and opportunities. Thank you for giving me hope, resilience, courage, bravery, and strength. Lord, thank you for doing everything that you do for me consistently on a daily basis, Lord. Even when I didn't believe in you, even when I ignored you, Lord, you were still there for me and you still loved me. And for that, Lord, I will glorify you and defend you in the faith to my last dying breath. Lord, thank you. I love you more than anything in this world, Lord. Today I come to you and I ask for you to bless the stream, Lord. Place your hands, your heart, and your love onto the stream so we can have a beautiful, fun time with our friends and our supporters, Lord. Give us lots of creative ideas. Give us lots of comedy and laughter and joy. Lord, fill our hearts with love and happiness, Lord. And finally, I ask that you bless the hearts, bless the mind, body, and souls of everyone watching the stream right now, as well as every future viewer to this stream and this channel, Lord. I ask that you help them in their time of need. This is a cold, dark world, Lord. There's so much pain, there's so much suffering with health problems and school problems and financial problems, familial problems. Lord, it feels like a never-ending cycle of pain and suffering, Lord, and I ask on their behalf, Lord, please fill the hearts, fill the mind, body, and souls of everyone around me, as well as everyone who hates me, everyone who lies about me and persecutes me. Lord, I ask that you forgive them, and I ask that you fill them with love and courage and resilience. Show them that there's hope. Show them that they could always turn their life around. Show them that their problems can turn around very quickly at a snap of a finger, Lord. And finally, reveal yourself to them in such a way that they could not possibly deny that you are the only way to the Father, that you are the truth. God from God, light from light, true God from true God. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Let's go. Cuneo, what's good? Let's go fill Kuma with it. Kuma? 5'5", 250 max to 194 now. Can attest. Fast food, unhealthy habits are killer. I'm paying for them now, but I'm getting better. Hey, Crocodile Pond. Every day, every morning, you wake up and you have breath in your body. It's another opportunity to make a good decision and to make progress and to keep it going, bro. You got time as long as you don't give up on yourself. You can do it, brother. I believe in you, King. Guys, it is time. One Piece chapter 1140. Scopper Gabon.
Let him cook now.
The Ogre Child Yamato and Our Journey to the Golden Temple, Volume 26. Ulti. If anything happens to Pitan, I'll send you all to the depths of hell. Okay, we don't care for this cover story. I mean, Oda, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to say? I just, this cover story is boring. Oda, don't get me wrong, you're the greatest author. Ichiro Oda, you created the greatest manga of all time. I can't take that away from you. But after reading 36 volumes of this cover story, Oda, you gotta do something, my guy. You gotta change this up, bro. You gotta, I don't know. This isn't working. See, if I was, hear me out, Oda. If I was in your editor team, if I was in that office with you, I would just tell you straight up, bro, we got to go back to the drawing board with this one, because this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. We need to wipe the whiteboard clean. Let's just wrap it up. Go back to the beginning, because what the hell is this cover story? Your only hope is if you add something crazy, like some kind of crazy event. Blackbeard or his crewmates coming to Wano, taking Pluton. We've said this a million times. Or something else. I don't know. But as of right now, it's dragging on. We don't really care about who's who. See, like, Oda, that's the problem, right? What are you trying to do now? You're trying to give who's who some shine? Why didn't you do that earlier? Why didn't you do that in the Wano arc? You literally introduced this character named Who's Who. Give him like 4 panels talking about Nika and how he ran into Jinbei. And then you completely ditched it. You never went back to it. I don't know, Oda. I really don't know. I don't know. Where to go? Where to go? We got 15-month membership with the boy L. L, thank you so much, brother. God bless you, L. 15 months dedicated to the channel. He said Evil's beard looks like he's trying to cosplay Mihawk. Is it? Does it look like I'm trying to cosplay Mihawk? Chat, be real. I need a trim, but be real with me, chat. Is this Mihawk vibes? Nah, bro, with the Mihawk vibes, I need to do like the line thing. You know how he has the line? Chat, we got some Mihawk vibes. Hey, I'll take the Mihawk vibes over the St. Charles vibes any day of the week, bro. Give me the Mihawk vibes. I'll take that over Charlos. I'll take that over Mr. 3. I'll take that over all of the trash that you guys call me. I'll go with Mihawk. I'll go with Mihawk. What's good, Eli? What do you mean Charlos vibes, man? This should be Mihawk vibes. Sigma vibes. What's good, Nomad? Ulti would have made a great straw hat? Nah. Nah. Chat, are we agreeing with that? Do we agree with that notion, guys? Do we agree with that notion? Ulti would have made a good straw hat? Nah. I think nobody on Wano. Nobody on Wano. All right? None of them. Not even Yamato. That ship has sailed. Surely no one watching the stream still thinks Yamato is going to join, right? Surely, right? Does anyone actually think Yamato is still going to join? Even though her double fruit is the guardian of Wano? Even though Odin's biggest mistake was leaving Wano? Thank you, L. Appreciate the 15 months, brother. I'll take the Mihawk vibes. All right, guys. First page of the chapter. Let's get into it. First page of the chapter. In front of them, the left arm of the Pirate King. Okay, so if Scopper Gabon is the left arm, then I guess Sanji's the left arm. And then Luffy's right arm of the Pirate King is Zoro then. Yo. Let's go. Let's go. I don't understand why people complaining on cover stories. I doubt you even care about other mangas cover stories / pages. I mean, even if someone didn't care about other cover stories in other manga, that wouldn't necessarily take away from the fact that they would find this cover story unenjoyable. because that would seem weird to be like, yeah, like this cover story sucks, but like Hunter x Hunter's like their side stories are even worse. So let's give Oda a break. Like why would you hold Oda to the standard of something that sucks, you know? Evil Eye Mihawk, yo, let's get it. I mean, there's so many more cover stories in One Piece that are just clearly better than this. Like NL's cover story was great. The Whole Cake Island cover story with the Blackbeard and Blackbeard pirates invading was good. Ace's cover story was great. Even the CP9 cover story showing like Post Enies lobby was good. Dude, I do not have a Jabra stash. I do not have a Jabra stash. You just said I'm giving Mihawk vibes. Now you're trying to turn around and say that I'm giving you Jabra vibes, dude? These cover stories are just side stories, just bonus from the main story. These are canon. It feels disingenuous to say that these side stories are just bonus stories. They're canon, right? Like us seeing Ace's cover story was useful to the story to see how he was traveling hunting down Blackbeard. That actually mattered to the story. The cover stories are canon. It's to fuel what's going on outside of the typical main arc of the story. Look at even NL's cover story. He literally went to the moon and he saw murals on the moon. Is that not indicative of the mural in 1080? What chapter was it? 1138 or whatever. What, like, was that mural not indicative of that? Every cover story is canon. They all hold they generally hold an important position in the story. Think about the Whole Cake Island cover story we just had. Are we gonna say that Blackbeard's pirates invading Whole Cake Island, that was just a bonus thing for One Piece? Like, no, clearly like that was important. That's canon, right? And that was also, wasn't that like the major factor showing how Kuzan was the 10th Titanic captain? Like, it just feels disingenuous to say that they're bonus stories. Like, it's canon though. The only thing that's bonus is like the reader requests. Hey Oda, draw on a cover for us Robin's feet. Little reader request. That's bonus, right? Not a cover story. Like, it just feels, because then, like if you tell someone that, right? Like if you tell a new One Piece fan, oh yeah, well, the cover stories, they're just bonus. Like a regular One Piece fan, like a new fan, is gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I guess I don't really need to read them, and then miss out on all that context, And think about how, generally speaking, the anime does not have cover stories. Like, generally speaking, right? NL's cover story on the moon with the murals, even just the fact he went to the moon and there was literally spaceships and space pirates, there were literally aliens on the moon. That's not even in the anime. But anyways, enough of that. Let's start with the chapter, guys. Why should I steal the key from you, old man? Just give it to me. What are you doing, Yashi? Aren't you gonna steal it? Old man, Luffy. My father was once a pirate. Not even the warriors of Elbaf could defeat him. Yeah, look at that boy. Scopper Gabon. Smokey Gabong. Okay, Luffy reaches out his... Bro, they made it seem in the spoilers like Luffy was stretching his arms out to fight without it doing Gomo Gomo, without like saying Gomo Gomo no Gatling. This wasn't even a punch, dude. Okay, so far, Luffy's not even fighting Scopper. I want you guys to pay very close attention to this whole Scopper Gabon Luffy interaction, because we had everyone in the One Piece community trying to slander Luffy and complain about power creep and blah 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 blah, right? Without even seeing the chapter. Let's pay close attention to see if any of that was justified. So Luffy's not even fighting. He's literally just reaching his arm. He's trying to reach for the key. What? Swaying, huh? What's wrong with you? Old man, I want to hurry back to Loki so we could get back to the feast. Then steal it. Yo, this man's holding a Kingdom Hearts Keyblade, bro. Yo, Scopper Gabon has his own Keyblade. Let's go. Yo, this man Scopper really thinks he's Sora Gabon. As you wish. Okay, once again, he's not even fighting. You can see his hand is open right here as he says, as you wish. It's not even a punch. He's just trying to grab the key. This isn't, so far, this is not even a fight to begin with. So Scopper Gabon, all right, he's gonna boom. Is he gonna hit Luffy with a hammer? Yeah, look at the Conker's Blast. We can see the Conker's Blast at the bottom left coming off the key. Hockey! Bihoo! Bam! Oh, did he flatten Luffy? Kind of like how Luffy got flattened when he was fighting Kaido. You guys remember when Luffy got flattened fighting against Kaido? He was like a pancake. Bihoo! Yo, Scopper going crazy already? Okay. Wait, Yashi! He's really strong, Luffy! Ah! That's a nice straw hat. Okay. Wouldn't that helmet suit you better? Of course not. This is a treasure that Shanks entrusted to me. Give me the key. Entrusted to you? Didn't he just give it to you? What a stingy man. All right. Luffy's still not punching. His palms are open. His palms are sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. His hands are open. His palms are open. He's trying to grab the key. Luffy is literally not fighting Scopper. That's not what I meant, you idiot. Don't call him stingy out of nowhere. Ha ha ha. Hey, old. You sure talk a lot, Chatterbox. Okay, so the keys in Luffy's head looking so goofy. Yo, I love Gear 5, man. I love Gear 5. And I know, like, technically speaking, oh, well, he's not in Gear 5. But, like, the whole aspect of Gear 5 being so goofy, and Luffy's, like, changing his shape, Luffy's changing his form, it's like a comic, it's like Looney Tunes, Popeyes. I love that. That is so One Piece. That is so Luffy. Instead of what? Luffy going full body hockey, satanic Luffy, evil Luffy. So cringe. Let's have Luffy just be a stupid, dumb goofball. That's Luffy. All right. So Luffy, looks like Luffy has the key. What? An axe? Hold. Yasotekeru, Army of the Braves. Whoa, look at Luffy's face. Gabon's pulling it back. Dodge it, Luffy. Yo, I'm telling you, that's exactly like the panel of Big Mom telling Kaido to dodge. Guys, what chapter was that? When Big Mom was like, dodge, Kaido. It was like the same thing. Man, it was on Roof Piece. I don't think I screenshotted it. Big Mom really told Kaido, dodge, Kaido. Is it this? Man, I don't have it screenshotted. But that's what this reminds me of. Dodge it, Luffy. Look at Scopper going nutty. The era of the old is over. So the OG Monster Trio are stronger than the current Monster Trio back in the day. I don't think we have enough context to power scale either side right now. Because this isn't a legit Luffy fight. And even if this was, even if you considered like that this was a fight, this is not Luffy Bajrangan against Kaido to save Flower Capital after Luffy just died. So even if you wanted to, you're screwed either way, right? I'm not saying you, I'm just saying in general for people that feel that way. This is obviously not Luffy fighting. And if you for somehow, some way wanted to say this was a Luffy fight, well, this is not on the same level as Luffy in Gear 5 using Bajrangan against Kaido, who's going to kill the Flower Capital and destroy Wano after Luffy just literally died. You know, so you guys got to see how ridiculous the anti-Luffy agenda was and is. Luffy's literally not fighting Scopper. No Gear 3rd, no Gear 4th, no Gear 5th, no hockey, open hands. How is this a fight? Anyways, Gabon throws out his attacks. Boom. All right. This was the read-on hint. Read-on posted a hint earlier this week of a castle with an explosion. All right, Read-on, you finally had one good hint. Read-on, You're usually trash with the hints. I'm not gonna lie. I've been looking at your hints for years now. Read on, your hints are usually garbage. But fine, this was a good hint. This is what I thought this is what I thought was happening anyways. A gif of a castle exploding. I figured like there was a battle taking place at Orest Castle and we would have saw it, you know, blow up a little bit. Boom. He has a good crew. Look at that boy Zoro. Look at that. Oh, look at the shocked face. Look at the shocked face. Road and Nami start peeing themselves when Zoro unsheaths that blade. Look at him immediately going 3-sword style. Let's attack him, Zoro. Okay. His appearance is white as I heard. Look at this beautiful panel, bro. This beautiful panel. You got Gear 5 Luffy, and he has the horns, right? From the helmet, I guess. He has the horns. We got 3-sword style Zoro. Ooh, chat. We've been waiting for this, dude. We've been waiting for things like this. You guys remember years ago when we were all crying and we're all like, man, when is Oda gonna give us Elbaf? When is Elbaf? Oda, get us out of Wano. Take us to Elbaf. Oda, hurry up and wrap up Wano. Wrap up Wano. Just get it over with. Send us to Elbaf. Remember those days? Now, what are we actually reading, guys? What are we reading? The Elbaf arc, Luffy literally in Gear 5. Gear 5, he has his Elbaf outfit. We got Zoro with him side by side. 3-sword style Elbaf Viking outfit. Oh man. Chat, we were praying for times like these. We were praying for times like these. Whoosh. Alright, so the castle's falling apart. Prepare yourself. Cling. Zoro jumping now. Hey, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. L, thank you for the super chat. God bless you. But L, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. At the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do. They need the key. They don't have time to screw around with Scopper Gabon, Smokey Gabong. Luffy and Zoro are not in the mood to troll and just play around. They need to go get the key, go free Loki, and then go back to the feast. This man, Scopper's trying to blue ball. He's trying to stall. And look, as soon as Zoro jumps in, you see this L? As soon as Zoro jumps in, what happens? I surrender! Yeah, you didn't want that smoke, man. You didn't want that smoky. Oh yeah, by the way, in the like 2 pages ago, we do see Zoro block a blast. He blocked an attack. Alright, so Scopper, thank you for the super chat, L. God bless you. We're defending him jumping in. Are you joking with us, old man? Ja. Calm down, it was just a joke. Are we really supposed to believe that your attempt to kill us was just a joke? So that's the problem if you didn't die? Or so what's the problem if you didn't die? The key is yours. Let's go. Let's go. Easy key. All you had to do was throw Zoro into the mix. Luffy, you could have cut this time in half. Just put Zoro in, just be like, hey yo, Zoro, step up. Zoro, let's get it. Scopper would have been like, oh, I surrender. The key is yours. What? Hey guys, this man is... Hold on, Rod. I guess Road, it should be. As long as Elbaf is safe, when the time comes for you to leave, come visit me again. Alright guys, how do we feel about this? Is something bad gonna happen which will prevent them from meeting him again? Or is Oda foreshadowing that they will meet again and have a full conversation? Because think about the Shabandi arc. If I remember correctly, didn't like the Straw Hats had to reunite with Rayleigh or whatever? I need to go and double check, but can anyone confirm? Did the Straw Hats talk to Rayleigh a little bit, left, and then they went back to him? I don't know. What do we think, guys? Is something going to prevent them? Streets are saying he's going to give them the last road poneglyph. Even if that's the case, it probably wouldn't be that straightforward, right? Blackbeard is going to show up. Or he needs to fight them for real. Look at his scar. Now it looks like a flame. Okay, we talked about this yesterday, and we've talked about this many times before. It's not it's not the idea that someone has a flame on their face. The official translations is that it's a scar. It's a scar from the burn. From a burn. We even see when in the official translations, when the Blackbeard pirates are talking about him, they went out of their way to emphasize how it's a scar from a burn. That's why they call him a burn scar man. So that's why I don't like the idea of, oh, well, there's this one character and on their face it looks like a flame icon. It looks like a flame logo. That's not the point. The point is that the character was burned by fire. He's a burn scar man. He's scarred from a burn. Someone is spamming my notifications, being real annoying right now. I shall not name them. $150. He is not involved with the flame scar man. Guys, who do we think is the burn scar man? I want everyone to drop an answer. Like the stream, guys. Make sure you like the stream. But who is it? Is it Jaguar de Saw? Is it Scopper Gaban? Is it Loki? Is it Shiki? I would say the least likely is Shiki. I don't know about most likely. I almost feel like it's Scopper Gaban because this dude, he knows about the castle. He knows about the key. He's extremely powerful. Former Roger Pirate. Oda could easily make a sensible scenario where Scopper knows about the road poneglyph. He literally was on the Roger ship when they grabbed all the road poneglyphs to go to Laughtail. Obviously he has a tie. And you could say, oh, well, we know that someone ended up moving it after Roger found them. How do we not know that Rayleigh, or that, I'm sorry, how do we not know that Scopper didn't move it? How do we not know that Scopper didn't like grab the road poneglyph from Fishman Island and he took it to Elbaf and then he just sits in Elbaf? That Oda could easily make a scenario. He's literally a former Roger Pirate. And we know that the Roger Pirates, they had like, you know, they were on good terms with Fishman Island. So the real question is, the scar on Scopper's face, how is that from a burn? Is that a burn scar? L with the $2 super chat. God bless you, L. Thank you, man. He says, don't check Discord, bro. What am I about to see on Discord? Dude, with the memes lately, I just don't know. Jabra, Sanji fans, trash.
Oh my god, dog.
This is utter garbage. I am not Jabra. I low diff, I neg diff Sanji fans. Every Sanji fan ends up unsubscribing and crying to sleep at night. Because I put Sanji fans in the dirt, I put them 6 feet under. Sanji fans don't stand a chance against the likes of me. Good meme, L. Guys, if you want to join my Discord and post your own memes or look at the memes, get early spoilers, early chapter links, all that stuff, guys, / Discord in the stream chat. Sanji fans are crying. Good, they should be crying. JJ was good, brother. Was good, bro. Evil is Robin's brother. Who knew? Wait, Robin is my sister? Since when? Since when is Robin my sister? Robin-chan. Shout out to OPU. Shout out to JJ, John Sherrod. Shout out to Prince of Anime. Shout out to Majin Crow. Shout out to the one and only Marshall D. Preach. Shout out to Wizard of Oars. Shout out to geez, I don't want to miss anyone. Hold on, I gotta cheat. I gotta pull up all the list because if I miss someone, I'll feel bad, right? So let me cheat real quick. If I miss somebody, that'll be kind of messed up that I shouted out everyone except like one guy. Hold on, chat. Let me cheat real quick. Where is the server? Oh my goodness, I have like 1,000 One Piece discords. Oh no. There we go. Majin Crow. I already said Majin Crow. Prince of Anime. Mr. JJ. Shout out to all of them. Shout out to OPU, guys. One Piece University. Shouts out to the boys. Shout out to that boy Cube. Where my boy Cube been at? All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, YouTube, you didn't see that. YouTube, you did not see that. What's good, Ski Mask? Sheesh, no shout out. Why, Eddie? Say F me for LOL in my 50 voice. Oh, why you say F me for? Yeah, exactly. Zane, yeah. Shout out to Zane. What about Daimyo? L, shut up. No, it wasn't. No, it was not. Evil is Lucci's twin. You know what? I'll take Lucci over Mr. 3, Jabra, Charlos, Morley. I'll gladly take Lucci. I prefer Mihawk. Yo, JJ, what kind of vibes do I give off? What's the aura, JJ? Just take a look at your boy. Is it Mihawk vibes? Lucci vibes? Charlos, Mr. 3? Jabra? What kind of aura am I giving off? Come on, JJ. I know you won't let me down. Blood is still traumatized from the memes a few days ago. Yeah, those memes were horrendous, dude. Those memes you guys made were terrible, bro. Especially the puke one. That was awful. What's good, Dom? Who's to say Harold didn't already move the poneglyph? If it's the last road poneglyph on a ship, and we know the world government was on a personal rapport with Harold, it could be a lot more difficult. I still don't think that the world government has the ties to Harold as some people think they do. Personally, I don't think that's the case. And we'll talk about that later in the chapter because I know that they mention Harold's grave or whatever. I'll have to go read that part. Maybe I'll change my mind. But one thing I do want to say is that as far as we know, we've never seen Harold leave Elbaf. We've never seen Harold go to Fishman Island, because that's where the poneglyph was at to begin with. But on the other hand, we have seen Scopper Gabon on Fishman Island. We have seen Scopper Gabon with the road poneglyph on Fishman Island. We do see Scopper Gabon in Elbaf. So who's to say that Scopper Gabon didn't take that road poneglyph, bring it to Elbaf, make Elbaf his home, and hide it in his basement? Who's to say that Scopper didn't do that? Why would Scopper be obligated to even tell anyone that he moved the poneglyph? Scopper could have easily been like, you know what? I'm going to take the road poneglyph from Fishman Island, and I'm not telling anybody. Because think about it. If Scopper takes the road poneglyph from Fishman Island, and he tells nobody about it, nobody, not Harold, not Rayleigh, he tells literally nobody, then that means he would be the only one that knows unless someone stumbles upon it. Right? No leaks would get out. So he could easily take it, hide it, and then like, you know, that's also like a strategy in warfare in real life. You don't tell your soldiers or your knights or cavalry or infantrymen, you don't tell them certain things. That way, if they ever get captured, they can't get tortured for that information because they literally don't know, right? So if Scopper told Harold, hey, by the way, we have a road poneglyph over here, then someone could threaten Harold and grab that information and steal the poneglyph. But if Scopper doesn't tell Harold in the first place, then it's impossible for Harold to tell the world government or Shamrock or whoever, Garling, whoever, that there's a road poneglyph there. I'm telling you, if Scopper Gabon is a burn scar man, Oda could work it out so easily, so easily. And then you also have to think, like, look at what Oda's doing with former Roger Pirates. You literally have, towards the very beginning of the story, entering the Grand Line, Crocus, a former Roger Pirate who literally knows what the One Piece is. All the way in the beginning of the story, that whole thing with Laboon, he played a good role. Then we move on to Shabandi at nearly the Red Line, because Shabandi's right by the Red Line, like halfway through the world. Rayleigh, look at how huge of a role Rayleigh has played. Rayleigh even trained Luffy for a year and a half, right? And then we move on to another important Roger Pirate, the left-hand man, Scopper. How's he going to be important to the story? Oh, because he gave Luffy Loki's key? Really? So, like, you could literally make an argument that Crocus is more important than Scopper, if that's your opinion. And then you could easily make a case that Rayleigh is 10 times more important to the plot than Scopper, if that's the case. Versus, Scopper does know where the road poneglyph is, he's hiding it, and that's why Scopper is so important to the plot line of One Piece. Now, you can't automatically jump to conclusions and say, like, oh, well, if Scopper knows about the road poneglyph, you're telling me that Luffy's going to get the road poneglyph so easily for free? You don't know that. Scopper could, like, make Luffy fight for it. Or maybe Loki gets freed, and then there's a whole war, right? Or maybe someone comes to scoop the road poneglyph out of Luffy's hands. We don't know how that would work out exactly, just because Scopper might have the road poneglyph. Does that make sense, Chad? Does that make sense? You could easily have a scenario where Scopper does indeed have the final road poneglyph, but before Luffy could just finish the feast and finish the party that they're having, there's a whole war because of Loki. Loki literally said, I want to destroy the world. Oh, but he's a good guy. Yeah, what a great guy. What a great guy. Loki wants to destroy the planet. What a nice hero. That's a good hero to me. What a hero. My hero wants to destroy the world. My hero, Loki, killed his own dad. What a hero. What? Me, personally, I can't wrap my mind around that unless Oda adds new information to Loki, new information to the story that changes the context. Because what we're reading right now, that just doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense at all. It makes no sense. And then what was Loki insinuating when he was talking to Shaggy? When Loki was talking to Shaggy, official translations, this man, Loki, was insinuating he was going to create a massacre. He literally told Shaggy, if I was there, I would have killed everyone on sight. So you would have had a genocide? You would have had a massacre? How is that a hero? How is that a good guy? Loki's going to be one of the biggest reasons for the Ragnarok War, especially when you look at how the Norse character, person, guy, suitor is so similar to Loki. And why would that be important? Because Suitor in Norse mythology kicked off the Ragnarok War. So, I don't know. It seems like to me, it's even if Scopper does have the final road poneglyph, that doesn't automatically mean that Luffy just has a walk in the park. That Elbaf is just a walk in the park. They're going to have a good big feast, and Luffy's going to be like, all right, Scopper, nice to meet you. They talk for 5 minutes. Luffy grabs the poneglyph and leaves. I highly doubt it's going to be that linear. That doesn't even fit, like, classic One Piece payoff arcs, major arcs. Elbaf is obviously going to be a major arc. You literally have build up towards this arc for what, 1,000 chapters? Literally 1,000 chapters building up Elbaf. Moreover, at the end of the Egghead Island, how did the Straw Hats get to Elbaf in the first place? Oh, right. That's because the Giants left Elbaf. They went to Egghead. They grabbed the Straw Hats and brought them to Elbaf. So you could clearly see how Egghead was transitioning into Elbaf, meaning that Egghead was the build-up to the payoff arc known as Elbaf. That's generally how, like, the major arcs of One Piece go. Jaya transitioned into Skypiea because Skypiea was the major arc. Whiskey Peak, Drum Island, stuff like that was transitioning into the major arc, Alabasta. Zoe and Whole Cake Island, those are transitioning into Wano, a payoff arc. We see this over and over and over and over and over. Shout out to the boy Davon with the 2. God bless you, man. Thank you, brother. How you doing, man? He said first important Roger pilot is Shanks. Oh, you know what? How could I forget that? How could I overlook that? I can't believe I overlooked that, Davon. It's Shanks. Literally chapter 1, he inspired Luffy. So like, how shameful would it be for Scopper, the left-hand man of the Pirate King? All he did in the story, oh, Luffy, here's a key. Bye-bye. Like, really? Buggy would have played... Buggy plays a bigger role, a much bigger role than Scopper. Scopper Gaban's just useless. Almost useless. Unless he does something that actually is relevant, something that's actually meaningful to the plot. And what could it be? What could it really be at this point? So yeah, the more we discuss this, guys, the more we talk about this, and the more we engage with Scopper and his future and the Burn Scar man, I'm becoming more and more and more convinced that Scopper's the Burn Scar man. It's just the problem is the scar on his face. How will we deduce that it's from a burn? Like, is there a possibility that like after the feast, Luffy and Scopper meet up? They're in like a house, they're in like a little hut. Scopper and Luffy have like a big conversation, kind of like Rayleigh and the Straw Hats on Shabandi. They have a big conversation. Scopper's like, oh yeah, I fought this one dude. He burnt my face. Is it something like that? I don't know. But Davon, appreciate the super, bro. And guys, don't forget, super chats, donations, guys. 110% optional. If you guys feel compelled to donate though, which is completely optional, you guys should use the Stream Elements link, because YouTube takes a big cut and Apple takes a big cut from donations and memberships, but Stream Elements won't. So if you guys really feel compelled, use the Stream Elements. It'll pop up in the stream chat and it'll pop up on the screen right here. It's almost identical to a super chat. The only difference is I get 100% instead of like 40. All right, guys. Anyways, moving on to the next page. Hey, Azathoth, have a nice day, brother. Have a nice day, man. Scars from a burn kind of do look like flames if you Google it. Again, Sazo, I don't know if you were here. I'll say this one last time. It's not that the person has something on their face that looks like fire, that looks like a flame. That's not the point. The point is that the character was burned and it left a scar. They are a burned scar man. They are a scarred man. It's not that it looks like a flame on their face. Go reread the official translations. The end of Wano, when Kid's talking about it, then go reread the official translations when the Blackbird crew is talking about it. It is more than clear that it's a burn, it's a scar. It's not like a fire icon or something. So it doesn't matter if the scar looks like fire. Oh, look, the scar on his face, it looks like a fire, like a flame. That's not the point. The point is that they were burned by fire. Historically, he meets Shanks when he was young. Wait, what are you talking about? What are you referring to? Roger gave a challenge to all pirates. If Scopper hid the winning ticket to the One Piece, that makes the captain's challenge a farce. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, because Scopper is in the New World. Most One Piece pirates don't even make it to the New World to begin with. Then the people that actually manage to make it to the New World, half of them die. Right? So that narrows it down even more. And even if you don't die, what are the chances of you going to Zou getting that poneglyph? You going to Whole Cake Island getting that poneglyph? You going to Wano and getting the poneglyph? And like, since the Straw Hats, we've seen that they've been traveling for weeks and weeks, probably months at this point. They were traveling at sea in the New World. Elbaf should be towards the last half of the New World. So the amount of work that you would need to do to reach this point is already immense. 1, you'd have to be a pirate. 2, you'd have to make it through the paradise. 3, you have to make it through, like, I guess the Grand Line. 4, you have to make it to the New World. 5, you have to not die in the New World. 6, you have to take a Poneglyph from Kaido. 7, you need to take a Poneglyph from Big Mom. 8, you need to take a Poneglyph from Walking Zoe. And then 9, you need to make it to Elbaf, a war-torn country with giants probably tearing your head off. I don't think that would make it a farce at all. Yeah, I agree, but my point was to Google how scars caused by a burn typically look like. Alright, dude. With Scopper's Shiki-like fit, I wonder how people would see his burn scar to refer to him as such. I think, like, a character in the story could look at someone and probably, like, be able to tell, like, oh, you're scarred from, like, a burn. You can see he's, like, burned, right? Versus like us, you know, us outside of the story looking at a black and white manga, it's not really like the same context, you know? All right, guys, let's continue. Let's continue. Why would we come back? Do you think we want to see you again? That's right, we're not coming back to see you, idiot. And thanks for telling us where the key is. Look at Scopper with like his little smirk, his little evil grin. Hey, Shanks. Do you think your words alone are enough to make me trust him? Da ha 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 ha! Do as you please, Gaban. Sensei, sensei, sensei! Look, look, look! What? Why all the noise? Hey, chat. We got L's baby girl on screen. We have L's baby girl on screen. We got Angie. That's L's girl right there. Come on, AL, let us get an Angie Swan in chat. Come on. Angie Swan. Bird, bird, bird. It's just a bird, so why? That's a strange looking bird. Where? Yo, this is like people looking at UFOs in the sky. It's like a tiny little dot. Oh, double page. Here we go. Yo, Yo, Oda, jump scare. We flip the page and it's a double page of the Holy Knights. There's a lot I need to do, like changing my clothes and getting ready. Can you give me an hour? And what happened to that matter? I'm talking about the food supply. We can't let the ruler starve. Hello? What happened? Mental waves. I don't really get Jupiter vibes, but I guess he is from the Shepherd family, right? Okay. Looks decent, I guess. Oh no, this is a disaster. Yo, I instantly got Momonosuke vibes. I instantly got Momonosuke vibes with this dude's face. Did anyone else get the same vibes like the Momonosuke vibes? I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna be late. I was asleep. I don't even remember where I was going, where I was told to go. The Holy Knight Guard from the Limoshev family, Saint Clingham. Okay, what I'm seeing here, guys, is two polar opposites. On the right, you have Saint Samas, a laid-back guy who doesn't care about being somewhere at a timely manner. He's going to take his time. He's going to take his sweet time. He's in no rush. But then on the left side, you have Saint Clingham, who does care about time. He's trying to be speedy. He's trying to get there quickly. Oh, I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. Like these two characters, you can see they're like diametrically opposed almost. These guys are like not the same. Also, do you guys notice that on his elbow? Is that that doesn't really look like the, what do you call it? The, what do you call it, guys? The paw print for the Celestial Dragon hoof. You guys see that? It's on Saint Sama's left elbow. Like it kind of looks like the Celestial Dragon hoof, but it's not the Celestial Dragon hoof. That's not what it looks like. What is that on his right or on his left elbow? Yeah, that is not the same thing. I'm pretty sure. Now, if we look here, no, that's not the same. That's not the same thing. What is that? Yeah, the goofball energy we were waiting for. Yo, I can't take Saint Clingham seriously. Bro, the Momonosuke vibes, like the eyes, the hair, the two whiskers, the eyebrows. This is just Momonosuke vibes. Interesting. Interesting. The Holy Knights. Let's go, man. Portal mark? I don't think that's the... Is that the portal mark? I don't think so. Bro, summoning circle page is missing. Does anyone have the missing page? I'm on kubari.mo. Does anyone have another link? Did TCB post? Hold on. I see Stel Saber. Oh, dude, this is in Arabic. I don't speak Muhammad. Does anyone have another link? Does anyone have a link? Bro, when I'm on Stel Saber, it's in Arabic. Okay, I see another Stel Saber link. Okay, I found another Stel Saber link. It's in English. Does the Stel Saber link have the missing page, but then the Kubari one doesn't? Oh, dude, it is missing a page. No. All right, whatever. We'll use this one. We'll use the Stel Saber link. It does have the... Thank you guys for pointing that out. Thank you guys. Maybe being in Arabic is a message for you. No thanks, my guy. No thanks, bro. I'm good. You can hold. No thanks. You can hold on to that. Let's see. There's a strange looking bird. Sunworld. Okay, so they were looking at the bird that Gunko and Shamrock were flying on. Okay, well, we figured as much, right? The bird that the kids were looking at was the same bird that Gunko used. We figured as much, right? Right here. Okay. They have schools too? That makes things easier for us. Okay, so here's the interesting thing. As far as we understand, Gunko and Shamrock didn't even know that Elbaf had a school. So clearly they don't know everything about Elbaf. So hold on to that, guys. Hold on to that. They said they have schools too. So clearly the Holy Knights, Gunko and Shamrock, they do not know everything there is to know about Elbaf. Gunko says, "I'll summon them." Ah! Shamrock, okay. And again, we see the black conquerors hockey. We see the black lightning. We saw this when Saturn appeared on Egghead. We saw this when the 4 other Gorsei appeared on Egghead. We saw this when Shamrock and Gunko appeared on Elbaf. Now we're seeing it again. So the 4 instances in One Piece of people using the summoning circles, all four times they used it, there was black lightning. So these guys, most likely, they're using Conquer's Hockey in a certain way in order to spawn people. Kind of like how NL used observation hockey in his own way. We had Rio armament hockey has like internal destruction. These guys are manipulating Conqueror's hockey for like a summoning circle. Interesting. Because like Gunko's not painting the ground. It's not like she grabbed the paintbrush and she painted it. She literally just raised her hand and then it appeared. But there's black lightning here. This has to be tied to Conqueror's hockey. What's good, Lubu? What are those letters on the circle? That's like ancient writing. That's like a sigil, right? Like think about the Star of Satan. I mean the Star of Remphan. I mean the Star of David. They use the same thing. It's like the same thing. You see that? You see the symbols on the side? You see that? Now if you look at the Gorsei star, it has, dude, even the characters on the edge look the same. Even those characters on the edge of the circle look the same. Why can't the media make jokes on the Mormons more? South Park did it best. I don't know, dude. I guess they're a protected class of people. I know I'm behind, but I don't speak Muhammad. It's crazy. Yo, my bad, my bad. What's good, Fabricio? Imagine if a green circle appears and dragon comes. Yeah, right. Yo, don't put any bets on that. Don't put any chips on that, dude. Hoping that dragon appears, that's a farce. But their religion is a cult and a scam. Yeah, it is. It's garbage. Mormonism is like the exact same thing as like the Emerald Tablets of Egypt. It's like the same thing. With Mormonism, we know that there was a guy, what was his name? Not John Smith, Adam Smith. I don't remember the dude's name. We literally know who the guy that started Mormonism was, just like how we know the guy who started the whole Emerald, Joseph Smith. We know Joseph Smith. He was an actual person that we have. I think we might even have pictures of him. We know that he existed. And then when the guy in Egypt so-called like discovered the Emerald Tablets, we know him too. There's literally pictures of him. Then back to Mormonism. They said that Joseph Smith said, "Oh, I found these golden tablets," right? Then when you go to the Emerald Tablets, that guy was like, "Oh, I found these Emerald Tablets." Then when you go to Mormonism, Joseph Smith was like, "Yeah, I'm the only one on planet Earth that can read the golden tablets." Then when you go to the Emerald Tablets, the guy who found those, which by the way, they don't exist, he said, "Oh, I'm the only one that could read the Emerald Tablets." Then when you go to the Mormonism again, Joseph Smith was like, "Oh, but you know what? I actually lost them. I actually don't know. I don't know where they went, dude. I had the golden tablets, only I could read them, and I just lost them, dude. I don't know where they went." Right? Then when you look at the Emerald Tablets situation for Egypt, it's the same thing. The dude claimed he lost it, and he doesn't know where they went. It's the same thing. It's just, it's a scam. It's a scam to pull you away from the truth and the life. It's a scam to pull you away from the way, the truth, and the life. But anyways, guys, again, Black Conquers Hockey right here. We see Black Conquers Hockey. These guys are manipulating Conquers Hockey to use their pentagram abilities. I think he said Metatron took them. The town brought pitchforks and he jumped off his window. Yeah, I mean, he was a wild guy. Blackbeard's crew is about to use the pentagram transportation. Dude, that'd be so broken, man. That'd be so broken. My man, I want to invite you to a party for your birthday. My birthday's December 15th. All right, Black Conquers Hockey. We see the two holy knights appearing. I see what you mean. I don't mind going at all. Where will we start from? What about the abyss? Okay, so we looked at this so far. We already looked at this earlier. What? Why have you come to my house, Junko? Junko? Is that a mistranslation or is he trash talking? Why have you come to my house, Junko? Do you need something? And you brought Shamrock with you? What? We're in Elbaf? All right, two new holy knights. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, got ya. It's a very diverse party. Has to be in white clothes. Hey, yo, time out. I'm not going to an all-white party, one of those little baby parties, those billionaire, millionaire yacht parties. Nah, I'm good on that, bro. No thanks. I appreciate the invite. I do not want to go to one of those all-white parties, dude. Gonna have some Jew hugging me from behind. No, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yo, that dude, Lil Baby, man, really had they got what's that dude's name again? The billionaire that like manipulates rappers, obviously. He's hugging Lil Baby like from behind, hugging him from the side, all on him, body to body. Lil Baby smiling. Hey, that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do to be rich and famous. My guess it's trash talk because he's probably their superior. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Put some respect on my name. Bro, don't be flavorless. How am I flavorless? Jabra at a Diddy party is crazy. Yo, shut up, L. L, shut your trap. Silence. It's Birdman. How about a Diddy sleepover? Never in a million years. Never in a million years. You couldn't pay me enough. You'd have to kill me. Yo, death before dishonor, bro. You gotta take me out. Never. Yo, DJBS with a membership. Welcome to the Three-Eyed Tribe, brother. Welcome to the army, the militia, the mafia, the gang. DJBS, welcome in, guys. Let's get some salutes, guys. Let's get some 07s for the boy, DJ. Thank you so much for the membership, brother. God bless you. Glad to have you, man. Thank you. Welcome to the crew. You are officially a gang member. And yes, it's Michael Rubin. That's who it is. Michael Rubin. I don't even want to get deeper into that subject because then we're going to be here all day. You guys know how that goes, man. Do you think Devon is cosplaying Saturn? Or do you think Devon cosplaying Saturn is relevant now because she could travel the pentagram abyss? Well, I wouldn't necessarily jump that far. Like, can we say for certain that just because Katarina could transform into Saturn that she could use the pentagram ability? I don't know. That might not be included. Power not included. What do you guys think, chat? Do you think because Katarina Devon touched Saturn and she could now transform into Saturn, do you think she could also use that pentagram teleportation? Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? Is Scopper a Diddy fanboy? Can you consider Ripley as a young girl? Well, how old is Ripley? She looks like a grown woman. Blackbeard will attack Marie-Joie. That is for sure. Well, I wouldn't say that's for sure. Why do you say that's for sure? 2, she wouldn't know how it works. Even if it was awakened, that would be a reach. She might get hurt using his face, lol. Nah, fam. It still needs supreme grade hockey. Come on, fam. Unless Katarina is suppressing hockey. Yeah, Karina. Who's Karina? Katarina, her having Conqueror's hockey, I don't know about that. I mean, she is, at the end of the day, she's a Blackbeard pirate, right? But do we think she has Conqueror's hockey? I don't know, dude. She could pass through the abyss, but probably not invoke it. No, she's limited to their forms only, not their powers. Do we have enough information on Katarina's Devil Fruit? Because as far as I remember, she only ever turned into, what's that lion guy from Gecko Mooria's crew called again? That irrelevant cat dude? The one that literally kidnapped Nami? What's his name? Because she transformed into him, but she didn't use any of his powers. Absalom, thank you. She transformed into Absalom, but she didn't use like a named attack or like a power or anything. All she did was transform. So it's pretty unclear as to whether or not she could use their abilities. And again, like, it's very clear that when they're using this pentagram magic circle, it involves Conqueror's Haki. It's so clear, it's so obvious. They're using Conqueror's Haki. This black lightning. And even in Egghead, the Marines in the official translations, when they saw the magic circle being used, the Marines said, and I quote, "Is that black lightning?" All right, guys, let's continue. "You summoned me while I was still in my chamber chair? Do you have no sense? So this is the land of giants. It's enormous. I alone should be enough. Why summon two of us? We're here to take you back, Captain. Take me back? It's an order from the highest ranks, and that's why we were gathered. It's true that Marijois is going through a critical phase. The situation has changed since the last reverie. Your presence with them is important, Shamrock. All right, let's hear the mission details. What are we doing in a country that isn't even recognized? Did you bring us here just to visit Harold's grave? Did you bring us here just to visit Harold's grave? Interesting. I don't know if that shows respect. I don't know if that shows respect. I don't know if that shows reverence. Possibly. I mean, you think like people typically visit graves to like show honor and show love and respect and stuff like that. So if that was the case, you would have to wonder, why would the Holy Knights want to show respect to Harold's grave unless they had some sort of alliance with him? But I don't know if I want to take that leap of faith. Did you just bring us here to visit Harold's grave? I want to wait for the official translations on that dialogue bubble. All right, understood. We will abduct their children and take them to our Holy Land. Wow, Epstein. Wow. Oda really put Masad in One Piece. Oda really put Masad in One Piece. Cypherpole is CIA. Holy Knights, Masad. Holy Land, Israel. Celestial Dragons, Jews. Though they are children, I doubt our pockets can hold them all. Guys, whatever you do, do not Google Midzitsa Bepe. Don't Google that. Only those who bear the mark are granted passage through the abyss. We'll have to carry them on ships. That guy. If it's with your abilities, let's turn it into a game. And guys, that is the chapter.
Let him cook. Let him cook now.
Good job, Oda-san. Good job, Oda-sensei. Guys, like the stream, subscribe if you're new. If you haven't already, hit the notification bell, select all so you don't miss future streams. Good chapter, guys. 1 to 10. What are we rating this chapter? 1 to 10. We got Mr. Tiante in the chat. Was good, bro. We had, where'd he go? I saw him in here. Mike Super was good, brother. How you doing, Mike? How you doing, Tiante? How are we feeling about this chapter, guys? 1 to 10. I'm going to immediately say I don't feel like this is a 10 for me. I like to think that like 10s are like the ones that I'm like, you know, jumping out of my chair for. Not to say that this chapter's bad. It's definitely not bad. I would immediately mark off 10 and I would mark off like 8 and below. I would say it's a 9 out of 10. I'll give it a flat 9 out of 10. A high 8 to a low 9. A high 8 to a low 9. That's what I'd probably give it. 2 new Holy Knights appearing. We have Shamrock, I'm sorry, wanting to start a game. This is obviously alluding to the idea of God Valley, where we saw how they had hunting games and they were hunting people down. I think in this case, though, instead of hunting people down for kills, they're hunting children down to capture them. So, uh, you know, this is also like reminiscent of Punk Hazard, right? Reminiscent of Punk Hazard, where people were capturing children and experimenting on them there, right? So this is like a mix of God Valley plus Punk Hazard, a hunting game to capture children. And guys, we did get a Stream Elements dono. Where'd it go? Let me find it right here. We had a donation from the one and only. Where'd it go? From the one and only L. Thank you, brother. God bless you. I still need to fix that. I forgot. It just says message right there. I need to fix it. It's in the chat, but I gotta fix it. Thank you so much, L. God bless you, man. L with the Stream Elements dono. Uh-oh. L said, love the streams, Brody. Keep up the content. Thanks for all your prayers. Check Discord, though. Thank you so much, L. God bless you, brother. God bless you and your family and your loved ones and your friends and your enemies. Thank you so much, Al. Let me go check Discord. I'm prepared to be horrified. Really? Like D stream. You think this is funny?
Oh my god, dog.
You think this is funny? I do not look like Jabra. And why are you guys laughing? L getting doxxed. You know what? Keep posting memes of me as Jabra. You should get doxxed. Address, full name, email, social security. I am not Jabra. Reminder that Mihawk canonically doesn't wipe.
Oh my god, dog.
Reminder that Mihawk canonically does not wipe. We went over this. Hockey barrier starting from the hole, coating the cheeks entirely. Nothing to wipe because no contact.
Oh my god, dog.
What the hell did I just read? And this has 73 likes. He literally ratioed this guy. Bro, Twitter was a mistake. Twitter was a mistake. Twitter was a mistake, dude. Yo, we need to get rid of the First Amendment. Abolish the First Amendment. Get rid of it. What do you mean he's not wrong, though? AL, let me see one more meme from you. You told me to check Discord. I checked it, L. Let me see one more meme from you. Comparing me to Jabra. You're getting banned. It's over for you. It's over. Bro, the whole chat's laughing at that stupid meme. Yo, at L, can I send the stream element joints when we're not live? Yeah, Mike Super, you can do that. You can do that. If you guys ever really wanted to donate to the channel when I'm not live, you guys can do it. You could always find the stream elements link at the top of the stream description, like the video description. It's that link there. And it'll appear in my activity. So if you guys ever donate to the channel when I'm not live, I'll announce it on the next stream. So like hypothetically, if you guys donated tomorrow, because I'm not streaming tomorrow, if you guys donated tomorrow, it'll go through. And then on Sunday, because we're going to be reacting to the 1140 official chapter this Sunday, I'll start the stream by announcing that donation. That's another advantage for us using stream elements instead of super chats. Because you guys know that every single time you guys super chat, YouTube takes a big chunk out of it. Apple takes a big chunk, even with memberships. But with Stream Elements, I get like 100%. So, guys, are we lagging? This man Wizdro put the loading emoji. Are we good? Are we good or is he trolling? Next chapter, 1141, will be on a Monday. Wait, what do you mean it'll be on a Monday? What does that mean? Those who bear the mark can pass the abyss. So Katarina has the mark. That's what I'm saying. Oh. Oh. Bro. Where'd it go? Bro, I don't see the chat. I can't highlight it. Bro, I want to highlight the message. I can't find the message. Yo, dramatic pause. Did you guys hear that? Wait, did he delete the post? Why'd you delete the post? Yo, I don't think you guys realize how genius this is. Those who bear the mark can pass through the abyss. So because Katarina can transform into Saturn, that means that Katarina could enter through the abyss. Shout out to Lucas. Round of applause to Lucas. Round of applause. Round of applause. We were talking about how Katarina could manipulate the idea of appearing as Saturn, but I didn't even think of it like that. Yo, W Lucas. That is a fire take. Lucas, what's your Twitter? Shout out to the boy Lucas, man. Phenomenal theory, bro. Phenomenal take. He doesn't use it. He doesn't use Twitter. We know that Katarina Devon can now transform into Saint Saturn, and being that Saturn is a Gorosei who can enter the abyss, he surely has the mark. Will we see Katarina enter the abyss in the future? Yo, I didn't even think of it like that. Guys, you already know the drill. I'm going to put the tweet in the YouTube chat right now. Go ahead and like the tweet, retweet. Yo, because it's been a problem, right? It's been a problem since we saw Saturn die. When we saw Saturn die, we were all thinking like, okay, well, how is Katarina going to make use of her Saturn transformation? Is she going to pretend to be Saturn against someone that doesn't know Saturn's dead? Maybe there's someone in the story or people in the story, a certain kingdom, a certain country in the story that knows of the Gorosei, but they just don't know that Saturn's dead. Is she going to transform into Saturn and fool them? But I actually like that. That's a really cool take. Saturn obviously has the mark. But see, guys, I'm interested into knowing what the mark is. What if the mark is the celestial dragon hoof? Couldn't that be the mark? Or maybe it's on this dude's elbow. Maybe their marks are on their elbows. Maybe that's what the mark is. The mark is what we see on the character's elbow. Maybe like all the Gorsei, all the Holy Knights, they get the mark onto their elbow. This right there. Is that going to be the mark? What if the mark of the beast is a scar left behind from the immortal operation? Well, I don't think that all the Holy Knights and all the Gorsei have immortal operation. It's perpetual youth operation. I don't think all of them have that. I lean towards Emu being the only one. And for some reason, Emu's able to prolong the life of Gorsei members. At least by a little bit. So yeah. I'm telling you, these guys do like blood sacrifices. These guys do blood sacrifices, man. They sold their soul to Emu. This is going to be the mark. Look, it's an interesting mark. You got a circle in the middle. Then there's like, I'm assuming there's a spike right here. So it's kind of like a compass. And then there's another spike in between them. You see that circle? Up, down, left, right. And then beyond these is diagonal. I'd imagine those are diagonal. What would that symbol be? Oh, that's interesting. Eli said, calling it now, the mark will be the Gorsei's weak spot where you can damage them like an Achilles heel. Yeah, that's just like, it's like a video game, right? Like there's always that one boss that has a super weak spot. Yo, shout out to Pokemon Red. I like that. That would be their Achilles heel. Maybe they get cut there or they get burnt there. Maybe if someone cuts the mark, they can't use it anymore. What if Gunko's heterochromia eye is her version of the abyss mark? I mean, maybe. I don't know if I would believe that. Like it's possible, but I don't know if I would believe that. That's interesting to think about, though. I like the idea that the mark that these guys use is all on their elbows. All of them, they get the mark on their elbow. So guys, I actually want to draw what I imagine this mark to look like, because we could only see a portion of the mark, but I think it's like a generic pattern, right? So you would have like, let's start here. You would have a circle, right? We all see the circle there. Then we see a spike, presumably like up, and then we see one down, and then we see one left. And then I'd imagine, we can't see it right here, guys, but I would imagine it would be like this, right? But then if you look past that, see how it's diagonal? I think then there's a later spike that's like, maybe that's too far. Then there's a later spike that's like this. It's like this diagonally. Does anyone know of a symbol that looks like this? Does anyone know? It would look like this. Does anyone know? Yeah, I mean, it sort of does, but like not really. Because with the world government sign, Vincent, it's like what, 5 circles? But this is one circle with like a bunch of spikes. This is what I'd imagine this looks like. Mayan calendar. A sun disk. Yeah, we might have to ask ChatGPT, bro. And then there's like an extra one. There's like an extra circle like this. It's like this. This is like what that symbol is. Now, interestingly enough, I don't know how we would even rotate this. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like this or like this. It could be like this. Interesting. I don't know, chat. My instincts tell me that the mark we see on his shoulder is the mark that they're talking about. And that's why, like, we haven't seen the Gorsei with the mark. Oda's trying to hide whatever the mark is. Oda's trying to hide it. And we always see the Gorsei and the Holy Knights with their elbow covered. Or does anyone know of a chapter or a panel where we could see a Holy Knight's elbow or a Gorsei's elbow and we don't see the mark? Is there an instance of that? It has a little flame symbol at the top too, right? Yeah, I don't know if that would be affiliated with the mark. I mean, it might be. It's hard to say. I think the main point though is like this circle thing. This is the main point. Here, Chad, this is what we're gonna do. Export. Why can't I export it? Let me export. Let's do it like this. Image trim. Bada bing, bada boom. File File export. Quick export. No. Try deporting. Yo, shut up. Bro, why can't I export this? File, export, quick export. Dude, what the hell's wrong with Photoshop, man? Gotta do it old school. We can't do the quick export. Let's throw this into ChatGPT and see if it has any answers. What? Bro, I'm gonna have to screenshot this. Are you serious? Let's check this out. Save as. Let's call it, whoops. Let's call it Mark. Okay. Let's go to ChatGPT. Let's take the easy way out, guys, because how are we going to go through a million pages on Wikipedia trying to figure out what this mark is, what this symbol means? Mark. What does this look like? Some sort of symbol. Also, a Mexico lore sun disk. A stylized sun. I mean, it is interesting because like how Pokemon Red, Eli pointed out, this does look like a flame, right? This kind of looks like a classical flame. Are they abusing powers that they are abusing powers that what do you call it? They're abusing Ancient Kingdom powers. They're abusing Nika abilities, something like that. They manipulated it to their own gain. I found it somewhere. Try inverting it. What, you mean like inverting the colors? I don't think that'll make a difference. Something from Skyrim. Sun symbol. Let's call it sun circle symbol. Was good, Glacier. Abyss sun. Ooh. Sun symbol. Solar symbol. I mean, I do get sun vibes, right? Like this does give me sun vibes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you know what? D-Clan Crest. D-Clan Crest. 1 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. D-Clan Crest. D-Clan Crest. 1 circle in the middle, then 1, 2, 3, 4, because these are triangles. They're not circles. So these triangles are different from a circle. There's different symbolism, but there's 1 circle. 1, okay, 1 for the circle, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Obviously 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, that might be 9. Or the Kazuki, right? Because this is most likely the sun, the D-Clan crest, the sun crest. So circle in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circle in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is 9 though. What about Skypea? 1 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see that? You see that? Bro, I keep closing everything. Darn it, chat. Darn it. These guys are abusing the Sun Clan crest. The D Clan crest. They're abusing it. They're abusing it. They are abusing it. They're using it to their own advantage. They are using it to their own advantage, chat. D-Clan crest. They're abusing it. And then we also have Alabasta, right? Alabasta. Circle in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. You get it, chat? Do you get it? These guys are abusing the D-Clan crest. They're abusing it. Why do you have that, buddy? And then you got the fire, right? The D-Clan crest, Joy Boy Nika. The fire symbol. These guys are abusing. They stole and abused everything that Joy Boy and the D-Clan had. Starting with the ancient weapons. These guys took the ancient weapons and twisted it into something that it's not for their own agenda. Going to learn the religious inspiration for One Piece that have you ever wondered what this symbol is? That we 1 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circle in the middle, and now with triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We keep seeing all across the One Piece storyline, from Alabasta to Skypea to the Moon to Fishman Island to the Kazuki Crest and even Kuma's Cross. We see it over and over again. What if I told you that this symbol right here is actually the D-Clan crest? And to be more specific, it is the sun being revolved around by 8 different planets. But the One Piece world doesn't know this. Just look at Professor Clover's laboratory. He has planets revolving around the Earth, not the sun. And this is symbolism to how Inu erased the sun, extinguishing extinguishing the light that was known as sun god Nika. This forced the One Piece planet into a geocentric solar system model, not the correct layout of a heliocentric model. Now, if you take the D-Clan crest and you grab a legendary artifact from Hinduism called the Navaratna and you place them on top of each other, you come to find out that this is the exact inspiration that Oda is using. The Navaratna from Hinduism. This. Well, this isn't a good depiction. Like this right here. This right here. Ruby in the middle. It's symbolism of the sun. These are symbolism of the planets. Sapphire. Sapphire scales disease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see that? 8. Why? Because the dead center of it is the mineral type known as a ruby, symbolizing the center of the solar system, the sun, Monkey D. Luffy, which is exactly why in the Navaratna, it's specifically labeled. And then look at that. The sapphire is Saturn. Sapphire scales disease, Ginny. Saturn as the god of sapphire stones. Saint Saturn of the Gorsei is to blame for Ginny and Bonnie's sapphire scale disease. Today you are going to learn the religious inspiration for One Piece that answers everything. Yeah. But before we jump into the theory, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more One Piece theory videos on the brand new Evil channel. And before we can jump into this theory video, I have to give a huge shout out to a TikTok user known as Dawn of Ascension. She's Mwah! Shout out to Dawn of Ascension, the queen of queens. An upcoming creator with lots of great takes and very knowledgeable when it comes to real world conspiracies and religions. Please go drop her a follow over there on TikTok. She was a massive help for today's video. Now to start this off, we recently saw Kuma inside of his church on Sorbet Kingdom praying to a special emblem, which is a cross with a certain circular design in the center of it. Now if you do take a closer look at the center of the cross, you notice that the symbol there is very reminiscent of symbols that we've seen around the One Piece storyline. This symbol that I'm referring to looks like a big circle with 8 little ones surrounding it, but for now, for simplicity purposes, let's just call it the D-Clan crest. It's the same symbol that we see on the flag of Alabasta, with the only difference being 8. Bro reacting to his own video, not judging. Well, this video is going to be relevant to this chapter if indeed this symbol that we're seeing is supposed to be reminiscent of this. We always see the same generic symbol remixed throughout One Piece. You saw Alabasta, Kuma's cross, the Kazuki flag, Skypiea, over and over and over and over and over and over and over. It's this constant idea of a circle in the middle with 8 things going around it. And I'm sure many people have not even seen this video. Teardrops instead of 8 regular circles. It's even similar to the Skypian symbol we saw in the cover story, with the difference being... So starting with... This symbol that I'm referring to looks like a big... Starting with Kuma's cross, right? Circle with 8 little ones surrounding it, but for now, for simplicity purposes, let's just call it the D-Clan crest. It's the same symbol that we see on the flag of Alabasta. 2, Alabasta. The only difference being 8 teardrops instead of 8 regular circles. It's even similar to the Skypian 3, Skypiea symbol. What we saw in the cover story, with the difference being Chinese text in the center saying God, matching the god of our solar system, the sun, and the ruby. And it's also similar to the Skypian symbol that we've seen on Wiper's left arm. Another one, Wiper's symbol. It's the same thing, a circle with 8 things around it, over and over and over and over and over. Especially all of these kingdoms, all of these countries, like generally speaking, they must have been related to Nika and Joy Boy and the Ancient Kingdom. Like, wouldn't you guys argue that Alabasta was like, they had some kind of relation to Joy Boy? Well, go figure, Alabasta uses a similar symbol. Skypiea as well. We know that Shandora was worshipping gods. They worshipped the sun god. They thought that big snake Kashigami was the sun god. Fishman Island. Joy Boy's apology. Arm, with the difference being 8 lines instead of 8 circles coming from the center. And it's also similar to the Fishman Island symbol, which we see on King Neptune's right arm, with the only difference being 8 teardrops instead of circles and something that looks like a question mark in the... Yeah, Fishman Island again. Similar to what we've seen in NL's cover story. And then NL's cover story. NL's cover story, the mural on the moon. Check Discords, it's not triangles, it's white circles. It's still the same thing, right? No, I don't think that these are circles. I think these are obviously triangles. Even if it was circles, it's still the same point, right? 8 things surrounding 1. This is obviously a circle and a triangle, so then these must be triangles as well. I think it's very straightforward. On the moon in the hieroglyphics, with the only difference being 8 swirls instead of 8 circles revolving around the center. And finally, we see it in the Kazuki clan crest, which isn't much different from the D-clan crest, other than the fact that it's sitting on some type of bird known as a peacock. With these 4 main kingdoms of Alabasta, Skypiea, Fishman Island, and Wano having something to do with the D-clan crest, we have to come to wonder, like, does this mean something? Yes, it does mean something. It's basically alluding to the idea that these 4 major kingdoms are offspring or descendants of the D-clan. If this is true, then it would explain why they utilize the D-clan crest on their flags in the first place, and it would explain why they all have ties to Joy Boy or Sun God Nika in one way or another. And now this is where we're going to really turn up. So if these guys, right, all these kingdoms in the One Piece world, they all have like these symbols, right, that we see over and over and over and over. If they all have logos, symbolisms, icons similar to what we would imagine the D-clan crest would look like, but yet we see The Gorosei using this, which might be the mark they're talking about, that could mean that Emu has a deeper connection to Joy Boy than what we seem to believe now. Think about it. How many times do you guys see people post theories? Did Emu betray Joy Boy? Is Emu Joy Boy's brother? Is Emu Joy Boy's dad? Is Emu Joy Boy's son? Well, if Emu was that deeply connected to Joy Boy, maybe even growing up with Joy Boy, it makes sense that he would pass on this logo, this icon, to his Holy Knights. And they abused it. Just like how the Holy Knights, or I'm sorry, the Gorosei and Emu, they would love to have the ancient weapons for their own intention. Look at what Clover was saying in Ohara. It's not that the ancient weapons are bad, it's the intent behind it and the abuse of it that makes it bad. So you could apply that same logic to the Abyss, this teleportation thing that the Gorosei are using. Chad, I honestly do believe this symbol we see on Saint Sama's shoulder is the mark. It's just my thing is there a Gorosei member or a Holy Knight member that revealed their left elbow and it didn't have the mark? Because that would argue against the theory. That would argue against it. But even then, you could still turn around and say like, oh, well, Saint Sama's, he has the mark on his elbow, but like Saturn could have it on his back. You know, you could make that argument, but I really like the idea that that's the mark.
The heat, because I'm arguing that the center of the D-Clan crest is basically symbolism of the sun or sun god Nika. Now let's take a moment to shift our focus to the Gorosei and their role in the One Piece story to kind of make sense of this all. Well, we learned in chapter 1086 that Oda decided to name the members of the Gorosei after planets in our solar system, with one example of Gorosei Kandi being named after Venus. Now this naming scheme of planets isn't only limited to the Gorosei, because this logic can also be applied to the ancient weapons of One Piece. Firstly, we know that there's an ancient weapon named Poseidon who lives in Fishman Island, which is just another name for the planet of Neptune.
Exactly. Shout out to L with the $5. $5 super. It's symbolic. L says, God bless you, Al. Thank you. He says, could be symbolic. The outer spikes look like they are against the sun in the middle. Maybe representing people betrayed Nika. Exactly. Because we talk about, oh, well, if Luffy is based on Jesus, then that must mean that Luffy had a Jesus, right? But people don't look at the context. Jesus came down through the Virgin Mary, our blessed mother, our beautiful lady. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. But at the end of the day, we know in the book of Revelation, Jesus comes back. Jesus comes back to fight the Antichrist, to save the world. He brings the new heaven and he brings the new earth, right? So when we talk about Luffy being inspired by Jesus, it's probably more in line with Jesus in Revelation versus like Jesus's earthly ministry. Jesus's earthly ministry, when he walked the streets of Jerusalem and he was in Israel, Palestine, that was that's like Joy Boy. I would argue that's Joy Boy. Nika is Father Almighty. Joy Boy is Jesus's earthly ministry. Luffy is Jesus's return. So if you're telling me that these spikes look like they're against the circle, it's them going against the sun, that's because they took out the sun. They took out Nika. What did we just see in the mural? What do we just read in 1138? This is the official translations right here. Man killed the sun and became God. Emu and the Gorosei, these 19 kings, they obviously killed Joy Boy. Joy Boy was compared to Nika because Joy Boy was the sun god. He had the sun god Nika fruit. He was the personification of the sun. And we look at the celestial dragons, they say that they're the gods of the world. So now when you read this, man killed the sun and became gods. Celestial dragons killed Joy Boy, the Nika, and became gods of the One Piece planet. So yeah, shout out to L. That makes a lot of sense. I co-sign that. I just want to go through this video really quick just to see like other details, because this video is from what? November 2023. I don't remember all my details.
We know that there's an ancient weapon named Photon that's sent to slumber underneath the land of Wano, which is just another name for Pluto. And thirdly, there's an ancient weapon named Uranus, which is still a huge mystery to this day, and it's named...
Will the real new Jesus remember his first life? Yeah, obviously, Jesus is God.
after the planet of Uranus in our solar system. After reflecting on the names of the Gorosei members and ancient weapons, it's abundantly clear that Oda is using a heavy celestial theme in his story. And this would even extend to Luffy since he ate the Sun God Nika devil fruit in the first place. And this is way, way deeper than what you realize, and it's going to play into the biggest themes in the One Piece storyline. If we turn our attention to Robin's backstory, we know she grew up with one of the most goated theorists of all time, Professor Clover. But in his laboratory, he had a solar system model that allowed us to see what the One Piece universe looks like. It features the Earth, a few planets, and moons that revolve around said planets. But the most important detail of Professor Clover's solar system model is that we can see it has a layout known as the geocentric model. Now, the word geocentric is two different words combined into one, so let's take a moment to break it down to kind of understand what it means. First, the word geo comes from the word Earth, and second, the word centric comes from the word center. So geocentric means Earth in the center. So if we jump back to Clover's solar system.
Yeah, and I have pointed this out many times before. This is obviously the One Piece Earth. This is Verth, right? Earth. And you can see the red line going through the planet, right? But more importantly, look at these big circles. These are not moons, dude. These are planets. That's why if you look over here on the right, there's a little tiny one that's connected to the bigger one. Why? Because this is a planet, and then the small one is a moon. And if you look at the planets, you see how there's lines that revolve around the Earth. Basically, Clover believes, the One Piece world believes they live in a geocentric world. Meaning, they believe that the Earth is the center of the universe, and they think that everything revolves around Earth. Which was like humans in ancient times. They thought everything revolved around our planet, that it revolved around Earth. Now, the deeper meaning behind this is that they believe this knowledge because the true knowledge of heliocentric, sun in the middle, everything revolving around the sun, was wiped out. It was erased because that is symbolism to Nika.
System model, it's pretty clear that they think the other planets in their world revolve around Earth, hence a geocentric model. Which, by the way, we know that the One Piece planet that Luffy lives on is Earth, because during the Skypiea arc, Gonfall and Enel referred to the moon as Fairy Verth because of the mystical attributes of outer space. But yet, when they were talking about the soil from the blue planet, they called it Verth, not Fairy Verth. This proves that the One Piece planet does in fact come from the idea of Earth. Now, all this science and all of this astronomy and geocentric, heliocentric stuff might seem a bit daunting, but I promise that it is very crucial to the One Piece overarching plotline, and we're going to make sense of it. So let's take a moment to shift our focus to the real world, because we know that centuries ago, philosophers and scientists thought that we lived in a geocentric solar system. And yeah, there were a bunch of people that believed the geocentric model was wrong, but when they called it out, they were made fun of and dismissed by people who thought they were insane. So it took an astronomer named Nicholas Copernicus to prove that the world we live in is not a geocentric model, but a heliocentric model. Again, geocentric means Earth in the center. So let's break down the term heliocentric to get a better understanding of what that means. First, the word helio comes from the word sun, and then obviously second, the word centric comes from the word center. So heliocentric means sun in the center. Now that we have all of this astronomy jargon out of the way, let's actually apply it to the One Piece story, because that's kind of what this video is about. Professor Clover's laboratory featuring the geocentric model means that the One Piece world is mistaken, just like how our real world is mistaken. The correct layout that Professor Clover should be using is the heliocentric model, just like how we do in the real world. And trust me, all of this is purely intentional by Oda. He's trying to sneak this right past our eyes and just trying to have us think like, oh, well, what if the One Piece world is just built different? Professor Clover not using the heliocentric model is symbolism for Sun God Nika and how his existence was erased, thus creating a geocentric world. Like, just think about it. During the reverie, we watched the Gorosei approach Inu, and they asked him what the next light should be extinguished.
Have you decided upon another light to be erased from history? Another light. Wait, so they did erase a light before. Why didn't they just say, Emu, have you decided on the light we're going to erase? Have you decided on a light we're going to erase? They didn't say that. They said another light. So was that original light Joy Boy? Man killed the sun and became God. They killed Joy Boy and became gods of the world.
Should be. So in One Piece and the real.
So all of this just goes to say that this symbol right here might actually be reminiscent of the D-Clan crest. It's reminiscent of the D-Clan crest. They most likely got this mark, right, from Emu himself. I don't think we're gonna watch any more. I think you guys get the point. But yeah, chat, it's something to think about, all right? L with the 2, God bless you, brother. Thank you. Is that opium evil on the theory video? Yeah, it is. It is opium evil. That was right before I discovered the truth. Thank you, L. Appreciate it. You know, we're doing much better now. We have our mind, body, and soul connected to the truth. Scopper Gabon is IRL pirate Jack Rackham. Look it up. Jack Rackham. Oh, shoot. Hopefully YouTube didn't just see that. Jack Rackham. This guy? Calico Jack? You're saying this is Scopper? Dude, I can't read this whole Wikipedia page. We're going to be here all day. What's the gist? Give me the gist. English pirate. Bahamas, Cuba. John. His nickname is John. Wouldn't he be Captain John? He was active towards the end of the Golden Age piracy. 2 female crew members, Mary Reed and Anne Bonny. Oh no! If John Rackham is Scopper Gabon, and Jack Rackham had a lover named Anne Bonny, which we know is inspiring Jewelry Bonny, you're telling me that Scopper Gabon, 80-year-old Scopper Gabon, is gonna get with 9-year-old Bonny?
Oh my god, dog.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
No. Rackham posed Charles Vane from his position as captain on the sloop Ranger. Blah, 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 blah. He met Anne Bonny. Bonny joined him. Their new crew included Mary Reed, who is disguised as a man. Okay, so what is it that relates him to Scopper exactly? Is it the golden age of piracy? A few more years? How about many more years? He'll probably be dead by the time Bonnie's like a decent age, because Scopper Gabon is already approaching the age of 80, dude. This dude, Scopper's already like 80 years old. He takes a famous ship. Are we going to compare Jack Rackham's or John Rackham's ship that he stole in real life to a road poneglyph? I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. All right, do you guys have any other questions, theories, takes, anything else, chat? Anything else? Because it seems like there's not much more to say. Evil talking about gods, meanwhile he's the yap god. That's at that speed. Yeah, man, yap god, bro. That speed up on the video got me saying bust the bus. Busta Rhymes. Sell propaganda goes hard. I support it. What do you mean sell propaganda? Rahu and Kitu are Emu and Blackbeard. Who are they? The D-Clan symbol being the sun and the world government symbol being the cross is interesting. Does this mean something special happens if Blackbeard or anyone else with the will of D tries to use that emblem on himself? I don't really see it like that. Personally, how I think of like the D-Clan, it's basically the third world. The inconvenient remnants recall the promised day and hear the voice of the half moon. So most people would agree the people of the half moon is the D-Clan. And the modern day D-Clan are the remnants, Luffy, Blackbeard, etc. So think about it in context. The modern day remnants of the D-Clan recall the promised day of Nika returning. And they hear the cries, the dreams of the Will of D. That's how I interpret it. As far as the symbol goes, I'm not too sure. Do you think we're going to see Dragon after Shamrock go to the Holy Land? No, I don't think so. I don't think Dragon's going to do anything until the final war. If Dragon does make a move and does something, then we'll celebrate, we'll party, but I don't think he's going to do anything. I mean, he hasn't done anything in 1,000 chapters. Evil, any theories on why that one Holy Knight has a white cloud scarf like Luffy? Oh, that's interesting. Let me go check that out. St. Gillingham? Oh, yeah, he does have a white Hagoromo. Interesting. Because I know there's been a lot of ideas that a white Hagoromo on like a mythical Zoan is indicative of like goodness, whereas black is evil. And if you look into the legend of the Kilin or the Kirin, which is what his devil fruit's based on, it's a Chinese deer dragon thing. It's known to be divine. He's a harbinger. It's a harbinger of good. Harbinger. He's a harbinger of good. He protects a good future king, something like that. So the Keating is of good nature. It's not evil. So when we look at the Hagoromos in One Piece, I think it would make sense right now that the color of the scarf is indicative of the nature regarding the devil fruit. Does that make sense? What's happening? Emu owns Diddy's island? Yeah, man. You didn't know? It's not even Diddy. It's why you guys keep saying Diddy? Is it not obvious is it not obvious it's Epstein, Mossad? Come on, man. Hey, they'll go grab they'll go release JFK, they'll go release the UFOs, they'll go release 9+11, but they won't release that Epstein stuff. Bonnie could use her age powers to make Gabon his prime age so he can fight the God Knights. Yeah, I like that. We've always thought like Final War, Bonnie puts Garp in his prime. That would be insane. But yeah, Bonnie, because she's on the island, obviously. Scopper's on the island, obviously. Bonnie putting Scopper in his prime would be pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Thoughts on the chapter? I give it a high 8 to a low 9. It's pretty cool. So far, I really like the idea that the mark on the elbow of St. Gillingham, we drew it over here because it's kind of blocked out, but you can kind of tell what the rest of it looks like. It's gonna look like this. And we just had like a whole long thing about how this is gonna be indicative of the D-Clan crest. So with that being said, I think that these guys have the mark that lets them use the abyss from Emu. And Emu got that from the D-Clan because we see this common repetitive theme with a circle and 8 things surrounding it. So with the Kazuki clan crest, it's a circle with 8 circles. With the Alabasta symbol, it's a circle with 8 teardrops. With the Skypiea symbol, it's a circle with 8 lines. We see this so many times in One Piece. It's basically indicative of the D-Clan crest. And Kuma's cross. Right here. So with this symbol, I drew it out. It's the symbol that we see on the left elbow of Saint Somers. I think I said Gillingham, my bad. This thing right here on his elbow, I think it's indicative of the D-Clan crest. They are using it to use teleportation powers. We got Wing Wei in the chat. What's good, brother? It's good, Wing Wei. Super drunk. Gonna faint in 5 minutes. Came online to tell everyone to like the video and also spread the knowledge that Jinbei over Sanji. Jinbei over Sanji, baby. Jinbei over Sanji. Yes, sir. Hey, Wing Wei. It's crazy that you are drunk right now and you're still speaking the truth. I gotta give it to you, Wing Wei. You're drunk and yet you're still preaching what sober people won't even say. See, that's a real man, chat. Be a real man like our boy Wing Wei. Did you see the bartender from Alabasta that had an 1138 mural tattoo? Oh, I didn't. That's insane. Lucas, post that in Discord. Let me know when you post it. Bro, St. Summers looks cool. I mean, he looks all right. I think, like, for me, when I think of, like, the cool characters, a lot more people jump out, you know? Garling, Shamrock. Gunko looks pretty cool. King, Kaido. Loki. Summers is all right, I guess. I mean, I don't know. He looks just kind of like standard. He just looks like an older guy that the Straw Hats run into on like an island at the beginning of the arc or something. having Jinbei over Sanji, I can tell you're drunk. Jordan spitting facts. King J has strong alcohol tolerance. Wing Wei. Posted? All right, let me go see what you posted. You said a character in Alabasta has the mural tattooed. Oh, shoot. Is this like the two monsters fighting? I don't know, because you see this right here? It's just like this. But this does remind me of the monster in the mural. Interesting. This? Emu? Hey, shout out to Lucas. I like that. I like that. I like that. Now that might be a little bit of a reach, Lucas, but it is pretty cool. This one has horns. This one over here doesn't have horns though. Finished 80% of a 750 millimeter whiskey bottle. Dang, Wingway, are you good? Wingway, are you partying or are you like super depressed right now? I hope it's the former. I hope you're not going through something, bro. I hope you're not like heartbroken or stressed or depressed or something, Wingway. Let me know, bro. Let me know if you're good. You know I'm always here for you, bro. With evil constantly thinking of Sanji, bro will never be homeless. Yo. Ha ha ha, Jacob. Not depressed partying. All right, King J. I'm glad you're not struggling. King J, don't get too wild, okay? Don't make it a habit, all right? But you know, enjoy life. Just try to be careful, all right? Enjoy life, brother. Someone said something in chat. I'm trying to find it. Scopper Gabon wears purple and is a helmsman. Real ones know this is Jinbei hype. Yo, the Jinbei hype. Let's go. That's a I'm glad to hear, Wingway. Love you, bro. I'm glad to hear, dude. I'm glad to hear, my boy. Jinbei over Sanji? I like that guy. Yo, Jinbei or Sanji? Chat, who's with me? Yes or no? Jinbei over Sanji? Don't sleep on the one and only Winbei. I'm depressed. Need some Robin blanks spawned all around me. Of course you do. Is that toes? Did you put like extra letters like Toees? King J is the real Zoro. El Sanji? Exactly, El Sanji. Sanji is stronger, but Jinbei is the better character. Wow, I thought people would rather say the opposite. That Sanji was like the better character with his whole backstory and stuff. Nah, that's crazy. I'd admit Zoro is stronger, but Jinbei? Yo, we're pushing the anti-Sanji agendas today, baby. Not this time, King. Talking about those fun bags. Man, you dirty man. One blocked Akainu and Big Mom got two tapped by Kizaru. Wait, no. One blocked Akainu and Big Mom. One got two tapped by Kizaru. I like your fit in the introduction. Are you talking about Zoro? At the beginning of the chapter? Did you see that they confirmed Loki's hair is purple? Yeah, I did see that. Kind of weird, but whatever. I thought Loki's hair would have been blonde. I don't know why Oda went... People are saying purple, but it looks pink. It looks like his hair is pink, and then the mink he's wearing is purple. Oh, on Discord. Let me see. Wait, where is it? Bro. Again, you know what? I've had it. When I end the stream, L, you're losing mod status. When I end the stream today, You're losing your wrench. Stop comparing me to Jabra. Oh, shout out to Nomad. Oh, what is this? This looks like it's Roman or Greek or something. Is this Roman? Is this like a Roman coin? Yo, Nomad, if you're in the stream right now, what is this? I'm too lazy to go reverse image search. L trying hard to not say something out of pocket on a Sunday religious evil stream. Yo, he put his little logo at the bottom right. Yo, you gotta start watermarking the memes, L. You gotta watermark the memes, bro. Bro, how many Jabra comparisons today? 1 Jabra comparison. 2 Jabra comparison. 3 Jabra comparison. 4 Jabra comparison. And Dawn of Ascension is laughing. Are you serious? That is an amulet coin from Pokemon. You get those by capturing Meowth. Dude, that is... that's not the amulet coin, bro. It's the symbol of Alexander the Great. Ooh, Emu getting some Alexander the Great inspiration. That's the Greek coin before Euro. Hey Jabra sounds like Joy Boy. No, it doesn't. 3 strikes, you're out. Exactly, Vincent. Let him know. 3 strikes and he's out. Gotta switch up that beard to kill the Jabra memes. Bro, what's wrong with the beard, man? JJ never even answered the question. I asked JJ, what kind of aura am I giving off? Am I giving off the Mihawk aura? Mihawk, Lucci, Charlos, Jabra. JJ, you let me down, bro. You let me down. I didn't even start the Jabra agenda, and I'm just keeping it going. Who started the Jabra agenda? Antoine with the 2. God bless you, brother. L gonna have to wonder. Or no. L have to wonder with that bussy to keep mod. Wait, what? L gonna have to wonder that... Yo, can you stop talking about bussy? Please. Go 1 stream without using that word. Please, bro. Please. 1 stream, my guy. 1 stream. Just 1. Just 1. Just 1. English MF, do you speak it? God bless you, Al. Yes, I do speak English. I speak English. You know what I say in English? Use stream elements instead of super chats. That's what I'm saying in English, okay? If you want to go above and beyond, which you don't have to, completely optional to support, use stream elements. God bless you, L. Thank you so much, brother. TCB just dropped. Is there gonna be a big difference between Stealth Saber, like OP scans, and TCB? Shout out to L, guys. L's trying to regain the throne of Meme King because our boy Simon's been real quiet with the memes. L's been going crazy. Wait, where is it? I don't see it. Where's the TCB? I said you give Senior Pink vibes without the panties, hard boiled. Bro, Senior Pink, are you you know what? Young Senior Pink. How about that? Young Senior Pink. Hey, I'll take the young Senior Pink. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, watch out. Watch out. Let me shave a little bit, do my hair, put on a nice little suit. Ooh, hey, your girl is not safe. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Look, it's me and Dawn of Ascension. Oh man, chat, did I fall off? I went from this to this. Did I fall off? Oh man. Oh, I got the beer belly. Oh no. Old Senior Pink had more Riz? You mean younger Senior Pink? The younger one. Chat, where's the TCB link? I don't see it. Baby daddy? I'm your baby daddy, Dawn of Ascension. Can you confirm? Dawn of Ascension, confirm for the chat. Am I your baby daddy? Confirm in front of everybody. L with the 5. God bless you, L. Thank you. Rashad left you more cooked than what The Rock was cooking. And then L with the 2. Don't make me bring Rashad, bro. Rashad with another 2. Thank you both. L is going to have to wear his boxers backwards to keep mod.
Oh my god, dog.
Rashad, you are hands down the gayest, most sus, most unhinged dude in this entire community. Seriously, bro. I have baby daddy status for up to... What do you mean up to 6 months? What the hell does that mean? Simon is the meme king. L is the agenda king. Smokey is the support king. Rashad is the... Did I say Rashad already? Rashad is the gay king. Who else needs a throne? Dawn of Ascension is the queen for up to 6 months, though. Yearly relationship reviews. Hey, Eli, have you went through that? Have you had does your girl give you yearly relationship reviews? You gotta sit down, check all the boxes, have a little review, have a little counsel. No comment. And then you become pure daddy status. You meant Antoine Rashad. Oh, my bad, Rashad. My bad, bro. My bad. You caught it straight. I meant Antoine. Antoine's the gay king. The king of the gays. Hey, Antoine, salute to you, bro. You're king of the alphabet gang. Rainbow flag all day, my boy. Hey, Antoine, let me know if you're in my Discord server so I can edit your nickname in my Discord server to put like 10 rainbow flags for you. I got you, bro. I got you. Go in the general chat of my server. Go post something. Just go post, hey. I'm going to go edit your nickname on Discord. I'm going to remove where it says Antoine, and I'm just going to put rainbow flags. Hey, but you know what, Antoine? I appreciate the consistency, all right? You're very consistent with your nature, you know? Chat, where's the TCB link? Did my boy JJ lie to me? Is it in the TCB Discord? Nah, it can't be in the TCB Discord. I'm pretty sure I would have got a ping for that. Where's the TCB Discord? Did I leave it? I might have left the TCB Discord. Chat, I need the TCB link. Who has it? Oh, I think I see it right here. I think I see it right here. Why didn't I just go on the site? I could have just went on the site. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm pretty sure the TCB is going to be just like the OP scans. But let's just go towards the end. I'm curious to see how they worded it. Let me see what they said about the grave. Yeah, were you visiting Harold's grave or something? Okay, so it's still kind of the same. Thank you, JJ. I see the link right there. God bless you, brother. Okay, so they still said, were you visiting Harold's grave or something? It's still the same on that front. But what do they say about the mark? And those without the mark, okay, so they still use the same phrase, the mark. And then they say the abyss. Oh, so my thing is like, if the kanji is pentagram and the symbol is a pentagram, why do they call it abyss? Does anyone have good Japanese? That mark, the symbol on the ground that allows people to spawn and summon or whatever, it's a pentagram. And the kanji for it that the Holy Knights say is pentagram. So my question is, why do they call it abyss then? Why is it translated? Why is it translated that way? We got Wing Way with the 200. God bless you, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, imagine being so sus that someone would even suggest Mr. L to wear his underwear backwards. Real ones know that L shouldn't wear underwear at all. Imagine not being naked in 2025. All right, Wingway. I can't believe you're just like them, Wingway. I thought you were different. After knowing you for what, 3-4 years, I thought you were different, Wingway. I thought you were different, King J. I thought you were different. You're just like Antoine. You're just like everybody else, Wingway. What the hell did I just read? And why are there 7 likes on your... King J, why are there 7 likes on your super chat? So basically, the more drunk King J is, the more gay he is. God bless you, King J. Thank you. And Antoine with the 2. God bless you. Thank you, brother. 3. Why you sound so feminine? Feminine? You mean feminine? Chat, do I sound feminine or do I sound masculine? Brinks told King J keep spitting. What the hell are you... How is King J spitting? He literally said L shouldn't be wearing underwear at all. Imagine not being naked in 2025. You consider that spitting? I don't know about this chat anymore, man. I really don't. I don't know if you sound feminine. Chat, do I sound feminine or do I sound masculine? Someone's going to say, oh, you sound feminine when you're glazing Zorro. All right, but anyways, going back to this, I mean, I think the most important things, I guess the way they translated the Holy Knights' names in the TCB is different from the OP scans. Because if you look at the OP scans, they typed it as S-O-M-A-Z, like Samaz, right? But then when you look at the, wait, did I say TCB? I meant OP scans. The OP scans spells it S-O-M-A-Z, but then when you look at the TCB, it's S-U-M-M-E-R-S, Summers, like the rapper. Then for the TCB, it's Chillingham, Q-I-L-I-N-G-A-M. So that actually makes sense though, Chillingham, because like he's a kidding, right? Like the mythological animal from Eastern China, Eastern Asia, whatever. But then when you look at the OP scans, it's Klingham. I guess they could have put an I before the L and it would be generally like the same thing. I'm here for you, Poppy. Hey, yo!
Oh my god, dog.
Put the chat in the dumpster? Yeah, I need to. JJ, I thought I would have grew a community of mature critical thinkers that like to make theories, right? Because that's like what my channel is largely based off of. But in fact, no, that's not the community. It's actually super sus. Go figure. Eli, why would you post this? What is wrong with you? In Thelema, the abyss represents a metaphysical concept that signifies the great chasm or void separating the manifest world from its divine source. Aleister Crowley, wasn't that dude a Satanist? The founder of Thelema extensively explored and integrated this concept into his esoteric teachings, imbuing it with deep spiritual significance. I don't know if Oda would know about Aleister Crowley. Would Oda know about Aleister Crowley? I don't know. Eli, what the hell is this?
Oh my god, dog.
Evil Chicken replied, he reacted to this this picture with an emoji that says nice. Eli, you're getting a vomit from me. You know what? We gotta wrap the stream up here. We have to. Antoine with the 5. God bless you, Antoine. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I greatly appreciate you. Antoine says, I don't know. You sure talk about your love for Catholic priests a lot. Sounds like they were doing everything but confession. Hey, you shouldn't be slandering the one true church that Jesus Christ established on earth. That's not a good idea, my guy, because Protestantism began in what, the 1900s? Protestantism is not an apostolic church. Yeah, right. And I know people who go to a quote-unquote oneness apostolic church. How the hell is that even apostolic? If your church isn't apostolic, if you go to a church that's not apostolic, You have no right to criticize Catholicism. You literally have zero right at all. You just triggered me. Nah, you just pissed me off, Antoine. I'm gonna let you have it. Pause. If you go to a church that's not apostolic, you are in no position to criticize the Catholic Church, let alone Catholicism. You are in no room to yap and make up this false, stupid agenda, okay? Like, look at these churches like Oneness Apostolic. How the hell is that? Why would they even call it apostolic? That is so stupid. How? Oneness Apostolic. Well, first of all, it's oneness because they don't believe in the Holy Trinity. The most central, basic, foundational doctrine of all time. The nature of God, right? Nah, I'm going full scorched earth on Antoine. I'm going nuclear right now. So if you don't even believe in the Holy Trinity, you got some work to do, bro. If you want to say, yeah, I'm Christian, right? But you don't believe in the Holy Trinity, that's like saying, yeah, I'm a One Piece fan, but Zoro and Sanji, they're not actually Straw Hats. Like, what the hell are you talking about? And then, like, you look at Oneness Apostolic churches, right? They're not apostolic in history because the Oneness Apostolic churches began in the 1900s. But what makes a church apostolic is that it's connected to the apostles. That's why it's apostolic in history. So Oneness Apostolic isn't even apostolic in history. They preach things like speaking in tongues. They completely abuse that. When you go read Acts, when the apostles were speaking in tongues, it was human language. And they had 2 or 3 people there to interpret it, right? But they say like, no, you speak in a heavenly language, and I don't know what language I'm speaking in, right? They push things like that. False doctrine. They deny the Holy Trinity. That's why they're oneness, right? So they're not even apostolic in doctrine. They're not apostolic in history. They're not apostolic in doctrine. What else could make a church apostolic? Oh, I don't know. Maybe affirming the apostolic fathers. Well, they don't even do that. They don't even do that. So it to me, it makes literally no sense. You're not apostolic in history. You're not apostolic in doctrine. You're not apostolic in you don't even have apostolic succession. Antoine, you pissed me off, bro. Protestantism, why did that begin? It began because of Martin Luther, straight from the pits of hell. No one ever spoke about sola fide and sola scriptura. No one ever spoke of that until Martin Luther came around. Garbage. I don't ever want to hear slander against the Catholic Church ever again, Antoine. Never again, because Jesus Christ is God and the church he established on earth is the Catholic Church. He didn't build his church on Martin Luther, dude. He didn't say, and your name is Martin Luther, and upon this rock I will build my church. Yeah, right. He built his church on Peter the rock. Peter literally means rock. His name was Simon. When you look at the Old Testament, you look at the Bible, you see how many people in the Bible, they're renamed to a new name that foretells their role in history. It's foreshadowing what they will end up doing and who they will end up becoming. Like Israel, right? So, like, anti-Catholicism is so stupid. You would only push that if you don't know apostolic succession, you don't read the early church fathers, you don't know that St. Ignatius in 107 AD literally named the Catholic Church, you don't know that Peter was at Rome, you don't know that Peter was the Bishop of Rome, you don't know that the Catholic Church never erred from the truth, it's guided by the Holy Spirit, you need to take your problems to the church and have the church settle it. Antoine, you're lucky, bro. I'm holding back, bro. I could go worse. I could go full scorched earth. I could go nuclear on you. I could start saying some really bad words. I could say some bad words and get terminated off YouTube. L with the 2. God bless you, man. Thank you for the support. $2 super chat. He said, Pokemon Red is for the people. No, he's not. He's posting. What is he posting? He's posting Robin's feet. Look at what Pokemon Red is posting. You're telling me this means he's for the people? Look what else he posted. You're telling me he's for the people. No. That is inhumane. Antoine with a 2. Thank you, brother. I'm not reading that out loud, dude. I'm not reading out that super chat. What? You might be worse than Eli. And that's really saying something. That's actually saying something. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. By the people, for the people, and to the people. What the yo? What has this chat devolved into, bro? What has this chat devolved into? What has this chat devolved into? I cooked up a little something for chat in Discord. I'm scared. Every time I look at Discord, I'm either getting roasted or I'm getting scarred. Every time I open Discord, I'm getting grilled, I'm getting roasted, I'm getting barbecued, or I'm seeing something terrible. Blackbeard propagandist, you better not make me regret looking at Discord. Again.
Oh my god, dog.
Again, really? Really? Stop with the Jabra agenda. Yes, let's go. God from God from true God, light from light. Let's go. He is seated at the right hand of God, Father Almighty. Let's go. The Holy Spirit, in the appearance of a dove, proceeds from the Father and from the Son, is glorified by the Father and the Son. Let's. Yo, who posted this? W picture, beautiful image. How gorgeous. How beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Put a heart emoji. Amazing. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm the burn scar man. I actually do have a burn scar on my arm somewhere. In high school, I think I was like making pasta or something, and the water was boiling too hot and it splashed onto my arm, and I had like the big bubble on it. I don't think I could actually see it anymore. I think it's gone. It's somewhere on my arm. I don't know. We got King J Wingway with the 100. Thank you, brother. Anyone who isn't into Robin's feet is gay. In fact, even gay people have no excuse to not be attracted to Robin's feet. F, I'm drunk. Toe the people. What is this stream, chat? What the hell is this stream, dude? We should be sitting here talking about theories. You guys are literally talking about Robin's feet. I don't know why you guys would even be attracted to feet. That's disgusting. I could never be attracted to anyone's feet. That'd be gross. That'd be so disgusting. I would never fantasize over someone's feet. Disgusting. But you guys are sitting here talking about, and Jay, the more drunk you are, is that like the more questionable you are? How about this, King J? Go take a hot shower, go drink some water, and sober up, my guy. You put me on the feet. What the? Yo. Eli, that is ridiculous, dude. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. This man said, evil, you put me on to feed. I never did such. Bro, what do I look like convincing you to be into that? What the hell is wrong with you? Branks said, I got something. Just wait. Yo, Branks, if it's a theory, please speed it up, bro. I need to get out of this conversation. I need to be freed from the shackles of toes. Please, bro. Please. Jacob said, Dawn, is evil anti-feet? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yo, thank you so much, King J. Shout out to Antoine. Shout out to L. Shout out to everybody. God bless all you guys. Young Smokey. Yo, where's Smokey? Where's our boy Smokey Gabong? Where's our boy Smokey Gabong? Boa, Nami, and Robin, best feet of One Piece. Are you power scaling feet? Is this even One Piece? JJ, is this even One Piece anymore? You see what I have to deal with? You see what I have to deal with on a daily basis, JJ? You see this, bro? And I can't keep them in line, bro. It's like, I'm like a kindergartner teacher. I'm like a kindergarten teacher. And the kids are just running around like chickens with their head cut off, screaming, throwing toys. These unhinged super chats aren't a direct reflection of the type of YouTuber they follow. Exactly. Chat, keep that in mind to any viewers. The nasty, dirty boys in this chat that are super chatting and typing, they have nothing to do with me, okay? They are not a reflection of me. I simply allow free speech. All right, First Amendment. You understand? First Amendment. But what they say has nothing to do with me, okay? Wait, they are a direct reflection? Bro, Dawn of Ascension. Shut your trap or I'm gonna make you. King J with 100. Let's go, brother. Is that Ruby's King J? If one person in this chat gets a fetish for feet after this chat, that's a W for the stream. We aren't giving up until then. Hashtag toe the people. Hashtag Robin's feet. Oh, man. You guys can stop. Wing Wei, stop urging them. Stop urging them to continue in this degenerate agenda. King J, I thought you were better than that. I thought you know what? When you wake up in the morning, King J, you're going to wake up, you're going to be sober, you're going to have a pounding, throbbing headache. You know, you're going to be hungover, and you're going to have to read back everything you were saying tonight. You're going to have to sit there and ask yourself if you're proud of what you're saying right now. So you don't love your girl? Of course I love her. I cannot confirm nor deny the allegations. L with the 2. God bless you, L. Thank you, brother. You used to be one of us. You're just masking it now. I'm not masking it. I'm not masking it. I'm not. He loves her, just not head to toe. L, I'm not masking it. Listen to what I said specifically. I said, you know, feet in general, right? I didn't give any specifics. One of us, one of us, one of us, one of us. Antoine with the 2. God bless you, brother. Thank you. 333. So thirsty. He clapped Big Mom. Oh, no. Lin Lin? You're telling me I clapped Lin Lin? Charlotte D. Lin Lin? Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Yo, look at that schnauzer, bro.
You are Jewish.
Yo, if I was Luffy on Whole Cake Island, I would have grabbed Big Mom by her nose and squeezed it. Oh, no. Yo, chat. $10. She's clipped coins before. I'm just kidding. 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 I'm joking. 109. King J with the 40. King J. God bless you, bro. L spitting. Eddie used to love Jenna Ortega's feet. That is cap. You, bro, that is a straight up lie. King J, you are straight up lying. You were literally the one that posted that. Yo, that is, okay, if anything is a lie in this stream, it's that. King J, you dirty liar. You were the one that posted it, thirsting. You were salivating? You posted that in Discord. You did it, and you were going off. You were the one with your desires and your wishes. Yo, chat, that is straight cap. He is lying so hard right now. He is lying so hard. He is projecting. That is pure cap, King J. That is such a lie. It was literally you, bro. I knew it, Evil. You're sleeping in the garage tomorrow onwards. Bro, he's literally... Go find it. It's probably in the server. Evil is Moscato's baby's daddy. Wait, who's Moscato? Is that a One Piece character? One Piece Moscato. Evil is Moscato's baby daddy, he looks like. Moscato?
Oh my god, bro.
Bro, I don't want anything to do with this guy. No, I look better than him. I got more aura. I got more aura, more riz. I have swag. He doesn't. we got lone Vincent. There's like one person defending me in the whole chat, and it's Vincent. That doesn't look nothing like him. What are you on about? Oh, thankfully I have one person to defend me. Let's go, bro. I got one person to defend me. Dawn of Ascension's against me. King J's against me. Let's go, Jin Marks. How's it going, Jin Marks? God bless you. Jin Marks defending me. Leave our goat alone. Let's go. We got. Yo, this is such an outmatched army. Chat. This is like 2 versus 100. It's a 2v100. He said, "I got your back." All right, JJ, tell him that we got the Mihawk aura, man. We got Mihawk aura. That's the aura we're carrying. Yeah. World's strongest swordsman. Check Discord. I don't want to check Discord. Please. I don't want to. I don't want to check Discord. Nami? Wait. Why am I here? Why am I Nami? Mihawk in 20 years. Wait, why am I Mihawk? Or I mean, Nami. Chat Evil. Yeah, you... Jabra again. Again with the Jabra. I was about to agree with this meme. Me throwing all of you into the dumpster. A McDonald's Burger King dumpster. And you just had to put Jabra again. Why are you guys laughing? Evil in his coin. This is the promotion for it. No, I'm not promoting any coin. Why am I in the face of Nami here? Who posted that? Branks. I'm Nami? I'm Nami. Robin's feet carrying Three's goat. I mean... Eli, you're not exactly wrong. I mean, this is Robin's feet carrying my goat. I mean, Zoro is my goat, right? When the hell was this? When did this happen? I actually do not remember this thing at all. When the hell did this take place? Does anyone know? Obviously Skypiea, but like when in Skypiea? Evil now has to admit he likes Robin's feet. Never in Google tillion years, brother. Versus NL. Was it was the games that they had when they all had the games? It was like what's his name? Gonfall, Zoro, Wiper. Was it that? Right after he yells Tarzan? Man, his chat is unhinged. His chat is quite unhinged, man. Quite unhinged, bro. That's not me. After Skypiea? Nah, that was in Skypiea. You guys see what Amuni just said? Robin can sprout lots of things, even the nasty thing. Chat, stop. Get back on topic. The topic is 11:40 theories. Okay, what are the theories? Okay, because we're gonna be wrapping up soon. The stream is going on for almost 3 hours. All right. Let's not end the stream on the topic of Robin's toes. You guys are better than that. Come on. Also, you know what I just noticed? Actually, look at this right here, guys. I just noticed this. Saint Summer's buckle. Look, it's the celestial dragon hoof, and it has wings on it. Interesting. This is the celestial dragon hoof, and then it has wings. What could that mean? What could that mean? He's one of the wings of the Holy Knights. He's one of the wings of the Celestials. He's the left wing of the Celestial Dragons. What do you expect? We come from the opium evil days? Yeah, you guys need to do better. Do better. Do better. Who has the best feet in One Piece? Nobody. Dawn of Ascension. Amuni said, theory, Robin X Law. Hey, I'm down for it. I'm down. I'll be Law. Robin could be I could be Law. Dawn of Ascension could be Robin. Easy. She's already basically Dawn of Ascension. You guys know we got the core zone, which, by the way, guys, look at this horrible. You guys see how bad this tan is? Look how bad this is, chat. Real bad. But we already got the core zone tat. Hey, I'm basically Law. Mastermind. I got the theories. I got the plans. Let's go. Robin wasn't even in the chapter. That's the funniest part. All of this Robin thirst, this Robin degeneracy, she wasn't even in the chapter. We toe better than that. I've been in the gym during the whole stream. Thanks for being entertaining. No problem, JJ. Appreciate you being here, bro. Hope you're getting a good workout, good pump, my boy. I'm guessing it'll be Summers versus Usopp. Bro, Usopp will get... Dude, that'll be a bloodbath. Are you sure about that? We can't even power scale Summers, but he's a Holy Knight. Saint Summers versus Usopp? Dude, that's a bloodbath. Usopp's dead. Usopp's head's gonna be on a stick. The wings represent the wings of the Holy Spirit. I don't think the Holy Knights are indicative of the Holy Spirit, but I guess hockey is, but awful. You guys are awful, man. You guys are awful. I get back and people are talking about Robin sprouting her glands, men of culture. I bet Robin always smells like flowers because of her. I don't even want to know what you meant by that. Watch how you talk about the God 3. Yo, JJ, be realistic. If Saint Summers, whatever, if he fights Usopp, it's a bloodbath. Usopp will get slaughtered, dude. Usopp is gonna have to, you know how in Wano, Beta Boy had to cry for Robin? You know Beta Boy. Robin, save me. That's going to be Usopp. Pirate Yonko Hunter, save me. This man Summers is going to be turning Usopp into a bloodbath. And next thing you know, Usopp is going to be calling for the vice captain. He's going to be calling for the Yonko Hunter. Yonko Hunter, save me. Yonko Hunter, Zoro shows up. One-shot Summers. Dead. He's done. And he has a sword. You see that? Saint Summers has a sword. Yo, any character with a sword is a future Zoro victim. S-Hawk, Mihawk, Shanks, Shamrock, Garling, Shiryu. Now we're going to add Summers. Oh yeah, Venus. So many Zoro victims. So many Zoro victims. You love to see it. Who does Sanji fight? Kizaru? Oh no. Sanji versus Kizaru. I went away for a minute and chat is off from the toe piece. Get back on topic. No, don't listen to him, chat. Don't listen to this. Don't listen to this goofball. Don't listen to him. Don't. He is leading you guys astray. He is a wolf coming to devour the flock. All right, guys, listen. This has been a great, hilarious, wonderful stream, guys. Can I lick your face? What?
Oh my god, bro.
Who the hell are you talking to? I hope you're not talking to me, Branks. Guys, this has been a wonderful, hilarious, great stream, guys. Awesome chapter. We are going to wrap up in a few minutes, okay, guys? We're going to wrap up in a few minutes. Awesome stream. Again, guys, we're going to be live this Sunday, okay? So today is what? Thursday? Friday, Saturday, boom, Sunday. We're going to be live again. And the reason we're going to be live again is because we're going to read the official chapter. We're going to read the official translations. A few reasons for that. One, we should always look at what the official translations say. Two, the official translations might have extra context. It usually does. And three, we're going to be able to digest this chapter even more. Because now we're going to sit on this chapter from Thursday all the way to Sunday. We're going to digest it and think about it some more. We're going to go through the chapter and read it again. That should hopefully let us get more theories and more ideas for the chapter. And then for another benefit is for everyone that missed this stream today, they're going to be able to make it to another chapter reaction stream Sunday, hopefully, because I did go live today at 11 a.m. EST. On Sunday, I'm probably going to be live at like 2, 3, or 4 o'clock EST because I have mass in the morning. And I'm going to have to eat and do a bunch of stuff. So guys, expect a stream on Sunday. That's going to be our new schedule. Again, for the weeks that we have chapters, short summary spoiler stream, long summary spoiler stream, unofficial chapter reaction, so OP scans, TCB, and then Sunday official translations. 4 streams per week. And if it's ever a break week, guys, I'll do at minimum 1 stream. I'll try to aim to do 2 streams on break weeks. No promises though. I can promise at least 1 week on break streams. So look forward to that, guys. You guys are hilarious. You guys are amazing. JJ said be done by 7, OPU at 8. Yeah, we'll probably be done by 7. Maybe I could shift some viewers to OPU when the stream ends. I'll try to do that. Yeah, guys, that should be about it. I'm glad to see, you know, new Holy Knights show up. Maybe they could start fighting as soon as next chapter. What I'm really hoping for, guys, make sure you pray, guys, that next week when we get the 1141 spoilers, let's pray that there's no break. Let's pray we get 3 chapters in a row. That would be awesome because as you guys know, or as some of you guys might not even know, announcement, guys, announcement. Guys, I'm going to be out of town for a few weeks, okay? I'm going to be out of town for 3 weeks. From like the beginning of, or I'm sorry, from like around the middle-ish of March to the beginning of April, I'm going to be out of town. So if we can hope and pray for 3 chapters in a row right now, so 1040, 1041, and then 1042, and then break, then that's less streams that we would miss, okay? And even if that happens, there's probably going to be like 2 chapters worth of streams that we would have to do. Guys, I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best to stream those chapters. I'm sorry, but no promises because I'm not going to be home, okay? King J, I see your super. Let me get to that in just a second. Guys, no promises. I'm going to try my best to stream those chapters. If I do end up missing those chapters because I'm going to be out of town, what we'll do is when I make it back, we'll have a stream for the chapters I missed, okay? Hopefully we don't miss too much, but I'll do streams for the chapters that I miss if I do miss some, all right? So just keep that in mind. From the middle of March to like the beginning of April, I'm going to be out of town for like 3 weeks. I'm going to be very busy. I'm going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, just stay on the lookout for that. King J with the 100. Thank you, brother. He says, too much whiskey is making me too much drunk. I'm typing too much feet stuffs. I better go Toe sleep. Bye, chat. Don't forget Toe like the stream. Yo, hilarious. Guys, listen to King J. Don't forget Toe like the stream. Cause you guys, and don't forget Toe hit the notification bell. Toe never miss future streams. All right. Hit the noti bell, guys. Like the stream so we could grow the community, grow the channel, grow the gospel, grow the theories. Hit the like. Every single like counts. Thank you so much for that super chat, King J. King J, have a nice night, brother. I'll catch you soon. Take it easy, brother. But yeah, guys, I think that's about it. Guys. I love you guys greatly. You guys are amazing. The stream was hilarious. More memes than usual this stream. So shout out to Simon. Shout out to L. Did Simon post a meme actually? I know for the memes we have Branks with the memes. He said Sanji versus evil figurine. Hilarious, Branks, hilarious. Shout out to Branks with the memes. Eli, Pokemon Red. L. Who is this? Blackbeard propagandist. Lucas with his theories. Nomad with his theories. Lots of funny posts today. Lots of funny memes. Guys, take care. I wish everyone here a nice morning, day, or night, wherever you guys are. Chat, never forget, guys, never forget that you can accomplish anything you need, anything that you desire in life, as long as it's of goodwill and it's within God's will, guys. Never give up. Always be courageous, brave, strong, resilient, chat. Don't let anything ruin your happiness. Don't let anything ruin your aspirations and your strength, guys. Stay strong. Thank you so much to everyone who super chatted. It means the world to me. All of you guys that go above and beyond with memberships, super chats, that means so much. You guys make this possible because this doing this content is really important for my income. So God bless you guys and your family and your loved ones. Thank you guys so much, especially to those of you that use the Stream Elements link. As you guys know, I've stated this many times, YouTube takes a big cut and Apple takes a big cut out of every single super chat and membership. A really big cut. So if you guys use Stream Elements, nobody takes a cut. I get the full contribution, and then you guys don't have to worry about your money going to YouTube just snatching it away. But either way, super chatting, donations, memberships, 110% optional. Thank you guys so much for just even being here in the first place, just even watching the stream, liking the stream, commenting, jokes, memes, theories. Just even being here is the ultimate amazing, priceless blessing. So take care, guys. I love you guys greatly. Grow your relationship with Jesus. Grow your relationship with God. We all have a God-shaped hole in our heart. Fill it with God, not drugs, not sex, not money, not corn. Fill it with God. That's how you're fulfilled. So much inner peace and love. All right, chat. Get some water, some good food, get some sunlight, walk, jog, work out, dumbbells, push-ups. Take care of yourself, chat. Catch you Sunday. Official.